World class in the building. It's only 2 classes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world class. Eval.
My brother, what up, brother?
What's going on? Yeah, I've been enjoying the show. Trying to get over Mandrill's light-skinnedness. And the quote of the wise J. Prince. It's a disease. So, yeah, man, y'all doing good up there, man. I appreciate it. I enjoyed watching you and Beans earlier. That was dope. He was tripping.
I was.
Beans is definitely tripping. I'm gonna get to him later. Yeah, real quick. This lady looked like the one on the left. Looked like balled up Hershey's Kiss that got left in the car.
Here we go.
On a 90-degree day. The one on the right, she looks like a Will linebacker.
Oh my
with
God!
The shoulder pads. That's right. What she looked like.
No, you're right, man. I didn't realize it because I was paying her like no attention. Like that's how unattracted I am to her. It's like all the deficiencies, they're just invisible. It's almost like there's nothing sitting there.
You don't see her man hands?
No, but her boobs look like 2 her kisses, like you said.
That's
if you take them out the wrappers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, why do you allow yourself to get that big?
Because they want to say they don't need a man. They can feel sturdy.
But then they want us to accept them the way they are. But then men are telling them, ladies, we prefer women who take care of themselves or are in shape. We're not saying you got to be a supermodel or be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Just work out every 3 days a week and be okay, love yourself. I've had that conversation with several different women, Noble. I said, they said, so why does weight matter? I said, because it says a lot about your personality. What does it say? Well, if you're really overweight, it says that you don't care about yourself. It says you don't care because, the science is in on health and fitness now, dude. We know what it takes to just be in decent shape, but people don't do it. So my experiment, I gained weight on purpose. And I'm recording every workout that I do, everything that I eat. And I'm posting it online. And I don't want to hear shit else from nobody. You've got the answers. Just do what I did. Okay? I don't hear anything else. There's no more excuses, Noble, after that.
Shout out to Heat on the check-in. Peace, family. Thank you for joining us.
That's right. That's right, Mr. He said. I put myself on the line for it.
Okay.
And that's how you lead, by example. I was
showing you. Shout out to Heat. Let's talk live. Lady in the board.
Don't ignore me because I'm light skinned. See, this is the problem.
It's because we had enough of y'all. But we appreciate you.
But there's a dark skinned woman on the couch talking that nonsense. Now, how do you explain
she
that?
She don't count.
She don't.
Well, actually, she counts as 3 people, so that's technically a guy. So we don't really mind.
You know what she looks like? You know when you go to the store and buy those biscuits in the can, and then you take the paper off, and then it pops. And then you get the biscuit, the dough coming out the side.
She looked like when.
Don't you ever bring me. Don't you ever bring me. I know that.
That's exactly what she looked like.
Yeah, it does.
That's exactly what she looked. She looked like when you let the kids help you make brownies, but they don't pour it in the cupcake thing. Good. Like they don't pour it in the pan and be on the side. But then you just for some reason you got turquoise saran wrap and you just
let's bring back this conversation back full circle.
I'm trying not to laugh, Mr. Harris.
Hold on. Now, earlier, he said, hold on, just watch the video. He said, that's what got me. I still wanted to be mean to the nigga. Hold on.
Let's unpack that right there. Did y'all hear him said he wanted to be mean to Kevin Gates? I wanted to hate this nigga, but he conquered me with love. Is that possible to men, the beings who are incapable of love?
My bad. I'm experiencing. What'd you say? Say it one more time.
Okay. She just pointed out that men are incapable of love, but Charleston White, pointed out to her that he wasn't fond of Kevin Gates. He hated him. He wanted to continue to hate him, but he conquered him with love. He came to him with open arms and say, yo, brother, let's get over this. Let's not continue to move in this negative fashion. And now they are best of friends.
Well, again,
World Class is going to think about that. What do you think, Mr.
Yeah.
Harris? Do you think it's possible to conquer somebody with love, that you can turn the tables?
Absolutely. Absolutely, you can. Like you said, it's like you said, where's the love and all that? You know, it's just people are callous and self-centered and selfish. There's a lot of selfishness going on. If it doesn't affect them directly, they honestly don't care and they prefer not to hear about it. You know, like this woman here and her need to be right. It's incredible. Like she says men are incapable of love. Well, Charleston just told her, that's a guy right there. I hated him, but he conquered me with love. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like it's to the point where Charleston's like, you know what, bro? Cool. And love has that effect if you allow it. It's the same thing with hate. Hate will consume you and make you want to burn the world if you allow it.
Yes.
If you allow it to, you know. But so for her to say men are incapable of love, I don't understand where she's getting that from. Like that's ridiculous.
Hold on. Now, we just got finished listening to I Don't Give a Fuck. We can rape all these women. Hold on. We can kill
White
them.
women. Stick with white women, though. No. Listen, see, that's what they don't want to stick with. I'm saying white women. Rape white women. I don't give a fuck about black women. I care about the women I know. I care about the women I know.
Y'all, listen. Y'all hear it at your own earlier. He said, love is the highest frequency. Sex and food is at the survival animalistic level. The male is incapable. I don't care what come out their mouth. Kill, rape, I don't give a fuck. Sex and food. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say.
Y'all, this is a woman with no man, though.
Yeah.
Okay, we about to get into it now. You got to check the source of where your information is coming from. Shout out to Natasha Vincent on the check-in. Shout out to everybody pulling up from World Class, man. Appreciate y'all. She said, okay, y'all over here. Shout out to Mr. He Said, Mrs. She Said, the super cute couple. And hello, Miguel and Mendrell.
Hello, Natasha Vincent. Shout out to Quantum Dean of Metaphysics.
Lady. Hey, girl.
Lady Navoy came up here.
Yeah, y'all some fools. I was sitting in my peace and chilling.
Hello, Lady Navoy.
And hold on real quick. I know World Class is not that light skinned, but he is matching the light skin energy. He can't. Y'all come up here and took the show on a turn. A balled up Hershey kiss left in the car.
Yeah. You can't sit up here and lie and say that, but Lady Body don't look like about 170 pounds of chewed bubble gum.
Damn.
First of all, I won't listen to none of those women on that couch just by the example you are showing me. If you're a butch and you don't want to date men, why would I listen to anything you have to say?
Men are incapable of love, but you got men who have literally died for their women, killed for their women. Listen, the ultimate insult. If I wanted to insult Noble or Mr. He Said, I'd go for their women. And I've signed my own death warrant, but at the same time, that's not the point. If I wanted to make the ultimate insult to them, that's what you do. You take a man's woman. That is, I mean, like, if you do that, you go after a man's woman, again, you signed your own death warrant. He's not playing any, the games are over. He's coming for your head. Plain and simple. There's no talk. There's no killing with love. There's no conquering him with love. That's the point of no return. Am I right, Mr. Harris?
I would definitely agree. Square roots.
Noble, am I right? Well, we'll wait until he gets his audio together.
Yeah. Cricket Wireless is Saturday. Listen to her carefully when she says, I don't care what they say. She has just thrown down the gauntlet and is now saying that what she believes is the law.
We hear you now.
Okay, good. Yeah. I was saying, definitely, man. Don't let nobody is going to mess with Shushu. That's going. If you mess with Shushu, I'm gonna shoot you.
Man. Was it because he loved the woman, or because his need for purpose by doing for women, so he feels accepted and loved? What is love, Mr. Harris?
I like that.
What is love?
Shout out to Dr.
Well, love takes. There are many different definitions for it. Because if I told you what love is, well, scholastically, it'd just be like love is an emotion, and that's it. You know what I mean? But most times we ask that. I don't know how to answer that question, because all I would do is list off things that you would do if you were in love, some actions you would do if you were in love. For example, you pay the bills, or you die for her, or you love her on her, you hug her and stuff like that. But what is love in the in the context of like theology, or
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to answer that question, Dr. Nakumbi. So
yeah.
Let's keep going.
Man is not capable of love, then me and Kevin Gates will be enemies today. He conquered me with love.
Hold on, wait.
His loving response to me conquered my hate. I was being hateful, saying he got fucked and raped. That man conquered me with love.
What's going on?
We the best of friends now, because he the first nigga to conquer a nigga with love.
Now hold on.
I love you.
Hold on. Now
what he said.
Earlier,
he said,
hold on.
Just watch the video. He said, that's what got me. I still wanted to be mean to the nigga.
Hold on. Now, we just got finished listening to I Don't Give a Fuck. We can rape all these women. Hold on. We can kill
white
them.
women. Stick with white women, though. No. Listen, see, that's what they don't want to stick with. I'm saying white women. Rape white women. I don't give a fuck about black women. I care about the women I know. I care about the women I know.
Y'all listen. Y'all hear it at your own mouth. Earlier, he said, love is the highest frequency. Sex and food is at the survival animalistic level. The male is incapable. I don't care what come out their mouth. Kill, rape, I don't give a fuck. Sex and food, I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say.
Y'all, this is a woman with no man, though. Yeah. Don't talk to them women with a man.
That's right.
Don't talk to them women with a man.
That's right.
I saw mothers who were married 40, 50 years. You talking to a woman with no man.
Exactly.
Try and listen. She's on the sideline. See, it's like this here. Fellas, we on the field playing the game. She in the stands watching, and she been watching this game all her life. She never got to play, so she can't really tell us how to play. She cannot diagnose us because she ain't on the field. She don't know what it's like when her dick get hard. She don't know what to do when your dick get hard. So she can't teach. She can't come in this locker room and teach because she don't understand the biology of us.
Again, I disagree with him on a lot of things, but this is one of those moments, Mr. He said, you got no choice but to agree with him because he's correct. I alluded to it earlier. I'm like, wait, it's you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
how I feel
ladies,
right now.
Ladies, you will never know what it's like to love a woman or to make love to a woman. Y'all don't know how glorious that is.
She's talking from a position to where her identity is fear.
Yeah,
that's
it is. It's fear.
Her whole identity is fear, and it's like I forgot what part of the brain, because you see this. This is pretty. This is general. What I'm about to say. I forgot what part of the brain like fires up when people are talking, but it helps you self-soothe. It makes you feel better. Endorphins are being released, and people really get a high off talking. And I think a lot of what we're watching a lot of is people are coming from a fear base, mainly from a lack of experience, mainly because females trick people, mainly children, into quitting before they start. And when you're talking, it starts to feel like you're in control. When you run in your mouth or you assert in a position verbally, you feel like you're in control. So this is also a false sense of control, because when he was saying what he was saying, I'm like, look at her face. She looked like she's 6 or 7 now. Like she's completely neutralized. You don't know what you're talking about, because the same thing he's saying is something that in another situation she would be saying. Oh, you're not a woman, you don't know. So it's like circular arguments. I think arguments should go in a circle because it should be complete. I don't like that phrase, but when you have people that when you have people that have no outlet, don't have really no interest in solutions, chicks like her, they just want people to not have more. Like Les Brown said, most people will rather get even and get ahead. You got chicks like that, doms or whatever like that, or these people that take these store-bought identities. These are the responses you're gonna get, man. Like, they only them if they have a receipt. I'm gonna keep pushing that because you guys will start saying it.
No doubt. Shout out to more people checking in, man. Omay Bay, salam, peace, shalom, paz people. Salam, brother.
Salam alaikum. Salam.
Square Roots checked in. He says, so if all men are incapable of love, does that mean I don't love my mom, daughter, or sister? My daughter, as many on the panel know, was great, and I still suffer because I didn't delete them. That's not love?
No, that's not love.
Man, shout out to you. So sorry you had to go through that. But let's take a minute and check out some dad emotions since men are incapable of love.
Watch this compilation of my dad be the most wholesome man on earth.
You know. No! Already? Oh my God, my God, my God! Congratulations! Congratulations! Oh my God! That is amazing! That's amazing! Oh my God! No! 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 Oh my God! No way! No way! Oh my God! 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 No way! Can you believe this? Can you believe this? Really? Seriously?
Yes. Oh my God, my goal, my first goal.
Wow.
Surprise! Living green, baby, living green.
Oh my God. My God. Are you loving? Do this to me. Oh.
This heaven on earth.
Oh my
goodness.
What face?
That's a father's love, unconditionally. When a father gets that excited and proud over his child, that's love.
Yeah,
shout out to my dad. Rest in peace to my dad.
Yeah, the nerve of that woman. The nerve of that woman to say that men are incapable of love. I mean, I don't say that about women. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I mean, I can think of some reasons to say that, but they just wouldn't be true. Of course, women are capable of love, just like men are capable of love. Like, so I don't understand what the woman.
Well, listen, I just like we had on BMU last night. You know, what was the question? Are men needed? They don't need men. In their world, the answer is no, they don't. In her world, this lady that says men aren't capable of love, no, men aren't in her world because love is not real love. Love to her is, I promise you, it involves a receipt because she's not on team Dingling, so she probably has a dildo that she needs to be herself. So her love is what most people today is. It's my control. Let me control everything. Let me be in control of what happens so I can feel safe and comfortable. So men aren't capable of allowing me to have control, which is her code word, love. So she's right. That's it.
Bay checked in. He said, we all come from women. We are the evolved self. We are their evolved self. We must earn to love our women and heal our women. If we don't, we'll have a race of babies who will hate the ladies.
Rest in peace, Tupac.
Yeah, I think a lot of them, because they child murderers and a lot of them are child abusers, they need to heal in prison. That's what I think.
I can't stand
No
it.
captivity
Man.
with Freezy in the building.
Hey,
What up?
big bro.
No captivity with Freezy. Freezy.
Yeah, go subscribe to No Cap Free with Freezy. His videos be like
Shout out
informational.
and
Shout out
shout
to
out
my
to
brother. That's my
DE
brother.
Nicole. Shout out
Mr.
to
Harris,
DE
did
Nicole.
you hear what the moderator said?
What did the say?
Yeah, because he always do that. That's why I shut up. I'm not a great debater.
Everybody up.
When
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button. You heard what she said.
Go blow Freezy up. Push the button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button on Freezy. Check out them dope videos. Thank you, Freezy, for the work you put in, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Incapable of loving her the way she wants or needs. That is an amazing point out, doctor.
Well, here's the thing. The men she was meeting may be that way. And so instead of looking at herself and say, okay, what kind of guys am I going for? Maybe she needs to change that. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, hey, listen, there's women out there. Like, I got a cousin who has a friend, beautiful woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I sat down and meet her, and then, like, because my cousin was having a cookout, and she invited her friend there. And so, you know, your family is, hey, Carlos, hey, you go right there. But then I sit down and talk to the woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
One conversation, Mr. Sid, and I was like, nope.
I work in videos, but really I want to be my own star in the videos because I want to become a pop singer and a rock singer and write my own songs, produce my own songs. And then I want to try an actress because people tell me how talented I am. I'm a natural and stuff like that. So then I'm going to write my own stories and direct my own stories.
Yeah, Mr. Sid.
You like that?
Yeah. It's just, and the stuff she was talking, like, she likes street dudes, right? But then she's complaining about having relationships with street dudes. I'm like, stop dating street dudes.
Of course not.
Smart man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what? This ain't hard.
Don't stop being outlandish now.
It's like, right. It's the dudes you're picking, lady. What are we talking about here? This ain't hard. Why don't you? I'm like, you know, she's talking about what they make. So how they get these guys making the money? You know, they're selling weed, stuff like that. I'm like, well, you're not gonna make any money selling weed. You're not gonna earn a living. That day is passé. That's legal in most states nowadays. So, what you gonna make off the street? You know what I'm saying? So it's like
they're gonna sell my ass on the side too. I think the lady in the video was probably talking about the man she's become. She's capable of.
She hasn't become a man. Yeah.
Dr. Nakumi checked in. He said, we sat up here and called her all kinds of things. Trust, she may not be finding what she wants or needs.
Oh, that's true, Doc.
She
can't find a dick between her legs.
There you go. And that's why she'll never know what it's like to actually be with a woman. And she's jealous. Wars have been started. Ladies, you want to know how good that is? We men have started wars over it. Mass murder.
Why
Mass murder.
Why did you smile when you said it?
What you have between your
you
legs,
seen that
lady?
smile? That grin was something.
Those
with grudging and ungenerous temperament will try and prevent men discovering the priceless gift of immortality. Well said. Well said.
You feel immortal when you're with a woman too. I'm telling you.
He's articulate. Let's keep going.
Wait a minute. She can read about it. Listen. She's an expert. Listen, but an expert on a gorilla ain't a gorilla. You're an expert on gorillas, but you're not a gorilla.
She has the knowledge, but not the experience.
Listen to me. You're right. Listen to me. You're an expert on games, but you wasn't in a game. You're an expert on serial killers. You done talk to the world's greatest serial killer, but you're not a serial killer.
Right, so you'll never know what it's like.
Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Can you give information on something without being a part of it, or do you have to be immersed to a certain extent?
You can give information on something you ain't been a part of, but I think on certain things, not all things, you know what I'm saying? Because some people want to know if you've been through that before they won't even listen to, because it's the audience, the people you telling it to, who's going to want to pay attention to it. So how you present it, you know what I'm saying, come with everything. You know what I'm saying? Just like a person will tell you about marriage and they want to focus on marriage and telling you how to be married, but they never been married or they're not married.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
D, what you think, Mr. Harris? What you think, world class?
It's I think more so his comparison is more of a term, like more of a comparison to say lower your voice. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk a little too loud, you don't have like the world, the end all. You don't have the inside knowledge to be talking about what you're talking about. I get the passion, but yeah, you probably need to shut up a little bit, lady. But at the end of the day, I think you want to be you want to get advice or perspective from somebody that's lived it. That's why I often say I don't do opinions. I just deal with the facts. I'll take a position, so you know where I am on so you know where I am with it, and I have to defend it. I don't do the flimsy, whimsical. Yeah, I can say something egregious and go, well, it's just my opinion. Like I hate that. Like I'll take a position. Here's where I'm at, because my position is based off facts and my relationship with the facts, meaning I've done something. So I'm the type of person that I guess I'm biased. If you haven't lived it, don't talk. Like if you haven't lost weight and got the weight off, don't talk to me about weight loss and kept it off. Like I don't want to hear you. Like you're just talking shit. And if you don't know how to be healthy and people around you not getting healthy, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to save money, I don't want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to finances. So I'm gonna take that side. I ain't gonna say his side because I really don't like. When he talks, the one that's not good, it distracts me. I just want to put that. I can't. I just had to get that off.
so the majority of the world will say the same thing too, world class. So
that like I know I don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I hate his eye too. Or they
true.
Not something like that. You think they distracted by his eye like I am?
Say it again.
You think they distracted by his eye like I am, or you talking about something else?
I was agreeing with you. Basically, everything you were saying, like the world probably sees it like that. Like if you ain't been through it, why is you telling me about it? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't have no experience of it, how the hell you know? Because you read a book of the possibilities because somebody else went through and they gave you that experience. That's like with a psychiatrist. So like if I wanted to get a therapist, and I did this before, and this is how I get the coldest one. I have to know that they've been through the shit. And this one, my first one when I was younger, I asked myself, have you been through the shit? He said, I've been through the shit, Navoa. And when he said it like that, I said, all right, you're hired. And ever since then, he was just 100. I told him, I don't want you talking to me because you have a degree. Like what I'm going through is for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Like, I don't need you to tell me what a book said or what you have documentary of on and stuff. And then it's not like what everybody goes through, because everybody go through things different. They don't all go through the same. We can have the same diagnosis, don't mean that we will come out the same. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think like if I'm reading a book and I'm getting information on a particular topic, right? And like my mentor always said, like reading books is time travel. You can acquire a lot of living experience in a short period of time. So if I'm reading a book and I'm getting information, I don't want to have to go through what they had to go through to get it. You know what I'm saying? So what you still are left with is when you took the information from the book to the field, what happened? And I think that's what I look for. Like, can you update me? Because the public is not going to have certain information. Like McDonald's, everybody may see McDonald's, but if you ain't been a manager in there, or you ain't worked there for like 6 months, you really don't know what's going on. You don't know what buttons to press. You don't know how old that meat is. You know what I'm saying? So if you're reading a book or you're getting information, let me see how you've applied the updated information. I don't really want you to start all over and go from, you know what I'm saying, this is what we did when we made the first wheel. But you don't have to literally go through what everybody has gone through. Nobody wants you to do that, but I need to see like you put it to the test. So like a lot of people can, let's say Dr. Sebi, right? A lot of people can say him. I've lived the life that he talked about for, let's just 2012. I can tell you, I've seen people, I've cleared up diseases. I've seen eczema leave in a week. I've done it. I've seen my body change. I've lived it. So I had to go through looking through the herbs like he did, but the results he brought, yeah. You know, that's what you want to look for. I don't want to see people start all over. I think people get that impression sometimes, especially young people. They think
hey, bro, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Shout out to Omei Bay. He checked in again. He said, Franz Fanon, my people suffer from a post-colonial psychological trauma disorder where the oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed will oppress themselves.
That's where we are right now.
That was a tongue twister, but I feel it. Did you see Dr. Nkrumah's comment? I agree to that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, not most of everything you cannot do that if you have an experience. And it's a reason behind that. Therapists can even explain that better than I could. But yeah.
So what about
just
this?
like for? I'm sorry. Just like go ahead.
Addicts. Do you guys think that that's true? You don't have to be a drug addict to let somebody know that drug use and the abuse of it is not going to have a positive.
I want to see a person that was not an addict. I want to, obviously you will be talking to me about not being an addict. I want to see that person that's not an addict have helped somebody not be an addict anymore.
Okay.
It's like being result oriented is basically the focus. It's like, cool, you don't have to have had
CJ
been on drugs, but we've all, what's up, CJ? But I want results from what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to act like I can equate it to, I've had women addiction and food addictions. So those are on a different level than methamphetamine or fentanyl, right? But I can principally speak to it and go, well, I'm not going to go down in the same places where I got all those women and all that food. You know what I'm saying? And the people that I help get off their food addiction or whatever is this, that, and the third. So no, you don't have to actually be married, like he said, to be married to understand relationships. But if the person's goal is marriage and you haven't been married at all,
I hear you.
Let me get to can I add on to that real quick before you move on to the next one?
Okay.
Yeah, because like for example, I don't have to be strung out to care for the next person I care for or want to help out, even if it's a stranger to get them help. I don't have to go through that to let them know, oh, because I study anatomy as a nurse, oh, that's what's going to do to your body. Don't do that. Don't do this. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to be a straight up addict to tell you that. But certain things, I don't think people should give advice on. Because if you give me, like marriage, let's say marriage, because I'm in it, I've been in it for a long time, but let's say I'm going through something and the doc don't know how to experience that or tell me the solution, how to change my, whatever I'm talking about. And they just tell you, or she just tells you, oh, this is da-da-da-da, but it was something from a book or what they think or what they saw from another relationship. But my relationship is different from what you saw. You know what I'm saying? And to me, like the serious topics, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's really serious because you can't tell me how to be a woman as a man. A woman can't tell a man how to be a man.
Okay. Got you. Look what Omei Bay checked in with. The condition of the mother is the condition of the child, and a nation can rise no higher than the condition of its women. What do you guys think about that?
The condition of the mother is the condition of the child, and a nation can raise no higher than the condition of its women. That's facts.
That's facts.
Growth only comes from the bottom.
Okay. I'm glad y'all said that because I believe that very comment is going to be coming up in this back and forth. Let's keep going.
See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Hold on.
I would like
did John Calhoun have to be a rat to understand the rats in his experiments? No, because let me tell you something.
You have to be.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because guess what? I done hit the nail on the head. Every single point that I have made about the male's nature.
Tell me what it's like to have an erection.
That's a cat.
Let me tell you. I don't have to tell you how I feel, but I know how it make your mind operate. I know you
So
can't. Listen, I don't. Let me tell you, Charles, I don't want to be y'all.
Listen. So when I'm in class, and I got a hard on, and I'm not thinking about nothing, what's on my mind? And the teacher say, Charleston, come up, because you get a hard on not thinking about sex.
That's right.
And as a boy, hold on, listen,
and that's
as
what
a
I was
boy,
trying to say.
listen, as a boy, you wake up with a hard on, not even thinking about sex.
Didn't I say that earlier?
So this is my next question. So how can you say what's in our mind?
Charleston, I said that earlier.
You said you know what come to our mind when I get your heart. How do you know that?
Charleston, I study y'all, and I said,
you ain't, but
Charleston,
listen.
Charleston, come on, Charleston, calm down,
That ain't good enough.
baby,
That ain't good enough.
baby, calm down, sweetheart.
This is what I'm saying.
Calm down.
You can study all day long,
Charleston,
but you listen, just like a man. Oh, now you done got me turned up now. Just like a man, he cannot get in a woman's body to say this is how a woman feels. This is how a woman think. He can study all day long.
This fool was actually telling the truth. I'm sorry.
Let me ask y'all something real quick. Y'all know hip hop turned 50 this year, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to hip hop.
Shout out to hip hop.
Y'all ever heard of a rapper called Jadakiss?
Yep.
That's my dude.
Okay. Right. Pretty good rapper, right? He raps a lot about the penitentiary, jail life, and things equating to being locked up. He never been to prison. But he sounds really good. He makes it all sound, the metaphors, the double entendres, the analogies. You would think he was in prison. Just the knowledge. Would it be possible for him to have such a high level of knowledge, never being in prison, but knows a lot about the prison system? How is that, y'all?
Yeah, you can know a lot about something. I mean, that's be a connoisseur of the information of the events that took place in the thing. But there's going to be spots like where Charleston is taking it to where you don't really understand. Like what he's explaining is like, yeah, you could say you know what we think, which is a super stretch. But come on, you don't know what we think, because sometimes we wake up stupid hard. We wake up, it just, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll just be watching something that's non-sexual, because the hard-on has more to do with blood flow than what you think. Like, you think about stuff, and then it starts to pump your blood. That's why you get hard. You know what I'm saying?
My sister, I've had conversations with my sister about stuff like this. I'm like about being a man and stuff like that. She'll ask me questions, and I'm like, she's like, why did she ask me one time, why guys are horned up all the time? I said, well, especially around puberty time, I told her, I said, when those hormones switch on, like you have no idea how much willpower it actually takes to say no to sex at that age. When it's now, as you get older, you learn to discipline yourself. You get your wits about you.
Right.
I said, but when boys are teenagers, it is incredibly difficult to say no. I said, it's almost impossible. For a lot of guys, it is. You know what I mean? Because of whatever reasons, some don't know any better, some just many different reasons. But at the same time, like this woman, you can know a lot. My point is, you can know a lot about something without being involved in it.
Okay.
But I'll never know what it's like to feel how it feels to smoke crack. I'll never know that because I'm never gonna do it, or shoot heroin. But I can interview people. I can read literature on it, and write a paper about it. You know what I mean? I can increase my knowledge about it without having to experience it. But at the same time, I can never describe it in the same way with as much detail as an actual addict of that substance. A person who's done it will give me a far more accurate depiction than anyone else can on the planet. You know? True indeed.
And I think
y'all shout out Dr. Nakumbe. Hey Doc, hope you're well. Thank you for joining us.
Can I say this real quick? To your point about Jadakiss, right? I think, and you make a good point, but you have to understand that he's an artist. And I think a graphic artist or a visual artist can create the most beautiful sculpture or depiction of space and have it never took a breath or trip up to the moon. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the brilliance of artistry. But yeah,
indeed, I agree.
What you thought about when he debated her when she was like, and then she replied with, "Because I study men." Like, what do you
guys are alluding to? It's a certain textbook knowledge that you have. Yes, a certain, scholastic knowledge that you have, but experience is the greatest teacher.
You know, I can tell you what it's like to be in war all the live long day. But until you're in it, you're never gonna know. Like there's some stuff I can't even put words to when it comes to it. I know what it feels like. I know what it smells like. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine. But there's some things where it's just not going to do it justice. You know, it's just.
So let me ask. Good afternoon. Thank you very much, Mr.
Hey Doc, what's up?
Hello to the panel. Hello, everyone. World Class, Lady Novoa, Mandrell, and those in the chat. Normally I came up. My apologies. I'm sitting in my YG tighties and wasn't prepared, but the conversation is good. All right, so Mandrell, or actually, let me say this. I'm speaking about if we're talking about getting help. So if we want to experience or trauma bond, absolutely. I should know what it's like. I should have gone through it. If we're talking about experience and trauma bonding, when a person comes to me for help, for Mandrell or anyone, would they be getting help because they were in a war, or are they getting help for PTSD symptoms? Are they getting help for nightmares? Are they getting help for anger, uncontrolled emotions? I don't need to be in a war to help a person deal with PTSD, emotions, blah, 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 blah. As far as marriage, in my private practice, I offer what's called a psychological DNA. Before you go into the marriage, do you even know what you're bringing with you to the relationship? Do I need to be married to understand communication, teamwork, partnering, finances, arguments, conflict? The only part of marriage, the only thing that's different between a romantic relationship and marriage is what? The vows and a legal agreement. Now, again, if we want to talk about vows and legal agreements, or we want to experience and trauma bond, then sure, I should be married. But if you're going to get help for your marriage, what is the help you're getting? It's either because someone's following the vows, or someone's not sticking to the agreement, or you don't understand why you have sex starting at 7 p.m., he's done at 4 p.m., and then in the computer room for 5 hours. And I don't need to be in the room, in the computer room for 4 hours, and I don't need to be married. I understand the benefits that you are looking for. And sometimes people miss an opportunity to get help because they think the person has to have shared in that experience. And I think that's true in some realms, but I'll land with this. Don't miss out on opportunities to get help just because the person didn't experience it. Also look for the ways that they can help you resolve the problem that you have, would be my suggestion.
Nice.
Doc, appreciate you. Thank
you.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all go check out Dr. Nukume on Thursdays on the Black Man Unfiltered channel with him and Coach K. He teach you stuff there. You learn. It's very educational, so check him out. Very wise man.
Thank you. If I may add one more thing, this is mainly for World Class and Mandrell, because we were on the show together. It's up to the full community. Please know when I'm offering my view, perspective, and all that, I always see this as a village and as a team. Sometimes when I speak after people, it may appear as if I'm like, well, who's he? And he think he has all the answers and blah, 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 blah. But please know, either I'm looking from your 6, like from behind you, you're out there leading, and I consider myself to have your back. At the end of the day, if something goes down, it's your people that will be the ones that should be there for you. And then when it's my turn, so to speak, I figure that I'm in the front doing my thing, and I'm assuming you're at the back. And the reason that is because it's oftentimes that there'll be another voice outside of us that will jump in to try to pit us against each other. So like that show we were on not too long ago with the be real, be safe, whatever his name was, Caucasian guy. When the show started to go left, and I'm thinking, wait a second, who comes on? So the forensic side of me is studying, listening to him, and I'm like, oh, I study human behavior. I do too. And then I'm watching how many times he's getting excited and laughing and not answering this and not answering that. Anyway, that's a different show, but I want to highlight the fact that when I agreed with him, oh yeah, we're attacking, but let's be real. You are saying things that lead to a response. You're talking about Xing people and deleting people's children. You are going to get a response. But I just want to tell to every panel that I go on, the First Tribe, anytime any of us are together, my responses are either in a protective measure from an angle that I believe or perceive that I see, and I don't have time to negotiate and tell you about it first, or it's from a different perspective as a village. So I just wanted to put that out so we know that I'm on your team, on your page. I'm in this with you together. So thank you for allowing me to share that with you.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure. Let me get to these real quick. I want to thank Dr. Nakumbe from the other night when we had the pleasure of gracing his panel, and also Donique Anthony, as usual, checking in, man. We appreciate y'all so much. It inspires us so much to keep going. And let's go ahead.
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey, 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 hey. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey, 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 hey. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey, 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 hey.
I love it.
Yo, shout out to Omay Bay, because he's lighting up the chat. Yo, this one was the first one. The condition of the mother is the condition of the child. A nation can rise no higher than the condition of its women. I agree with that statement. I had to star it, and I want to play a quick clip and get y'all thoughts. And he also put another comment a little later that is very operative as well. So let's go ahead and get this first clip played, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Where are you?
Men kill people, women kill society.
I've never heard that before. That is absolutely true if you really think about it. Wow.
Well, it was a spontaneous thought. That's why you never heard it before.
World class?
I specialize in what do they call it? I'm gonna say exorcisms. I pay very close attention to like demonic presence, and that was a demonic response. That's all. Because like that's baseball reaction time. There's no way in hell you received that and perceived that and understood that statement and laughed that hard that fast. But that's why I say the power of words are incredible. The frequency of words is incredible, and you know what I mean. It's just scary, bro. When I be saying like that, I often say like we have a consumer experience, we're not having a human one. The undertone is that a lot of these people are really possessed, really are not. They're not human, and what we just watched is a reaction to energetic or spiritual resonance. Like he spoke to an agenda that particular girl was being used for. Like I immediately recognized that. Like she's the type of chick that would destroy society. Because she looked like she wasn't dressed well. Well, she looked like she wasn't fully dressed just from that. And like when you go back over that, look at her eyes, look at her mouth, and just watch it. It's a demonic reaction. Because this guy's speaking the truth. Men kill people, women kill society. And I've said this in so many different ways because I say the number one enemy is comfort. And men have done what they've done to make these women comfortable. It has done nothing but deteriorate our society. The more comfortable you are, the closer you are to being extinct. Comfort is the enemy. Not Shaitan, not the devil, not Lucifer. Nothing compares to comfort. And everything that you see that's worthless is comfort. I'm literally the only person on earth that says this consistently. And it disturbed her when I say certain words for a reason, and when you say that, when you let them know that I know that you're here to destroy society, like whatever game plan or mission that demonic spirit is on, they react just like that. I've had 2 chicks laugh just like that, immediately, just like that, in my face when I called them out. Shit.
Okay. Lady Navoa, the next one is for you. Omay Bay said, most mental health is either trauma-based or stems from poor eating. It's not just one aspect to being a healer than using words because it's spiritual as well. Mind, body, and soul. Before you say anything.
Somebody told me this, and I know this to be true.
I agree.
Your kitchen is supposed to be your hospital for your family. What kind of hospital your mama gave you? Little babies eating McDonald's fries all week.
I like that. That's a cold saying right there.
It's the truth. Your kitchen is supposed to be the hospital for your family. Your family is strong.
Shout out to her, Corey.
Absolutely.
What you think about that statement and that clip to go along with it, Lady Navoa?
I agree, and it goes right with it. You know, mental health is very, very important. We cover it in the Black Men Unfiltered platform. We cover it here. We cover it in World Class. World Class stays on mental health. Sir Hell, you know, security boss. It's important, and I like that phrase how he used it. Yo, kitchen's supposed to be your hospital. What we put in our kid, and I know this probably kind of off topic, but it's a lot of obesity kids out here and sick.
Yeah.
It's because our lack of responsibility of how to train these kids to eat the right foods. But if we would have grew up eating foods that was that's for our blood type, maybe we wouldn't get the autoimmune system, you know, diseases and stuff like MS, Crohn's, etc., cancer. But I'm just saying, but if you eating French fries all week and your baby is sick or your baby is getting fat, getting teeth on, whose responsibility is that? If that kid is not responsible for themselves, it's the parent, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. Mr. Harris, what do you think? Should your kitchen be your hospital? And what do you think about this statement?
It's supposed to be a hospital. I mean, for the women, but women don't want to be in position anymore. A lot of them don't. So they don't want to be the doctor. You know, she's supposed to provide me with the fuel I need to go out there and conquer the world and do all this and that. But she'd rather me do that on my own. I'm supposed to fuel myself and conquer the world anyway, while she does whatever it is she feels like doing. You know what I'm saying? So,
I do.
You know, and when it comes to, you know, a society on the rise as high as women does, that's true. I agree with that.
Yeah. We as parents should always keep our kids on a steady schedule. My son, he was on a steady schedule. So when he came home from Taekwondo from the end of the day and he ate his dinner and all after Taekwondo, he was ready to knock out and started right back over the next morning. Ladies, a lot of men ask why you cook. It's the reason why they ask. So they want to know if they're going to eat nutritious food, like especially when you have kids. Cook for your kids. Home cooked meals more than taking them out to eat. Then you won't have to worry about you having no picky eating type of child. And you be like, oh, I'm going to go get him because he wants tacos. Nah, that wasn't like that in my household. Whatever mom made for Pops, that's what I was eating for dinner. It wasn't because I had to pick on the menu. Like, be on a set schedule with your kids and get them into that and feed and cook for your kids more and put some vegetables on there. Sit there and eat with them. Take one more bite. You know, just work on. You can play with. Well, go ahead. Just want that.
Indeed. Shout out to April Carter on the check-in over on World Class page. That say GD on the end. Are you a gangster disciple, girl?
One more thing, Mr. E said. One thing she said earlier in the video, she said, they give these people, these dudes cut the chew, and then when they're on the cut, it'll make them go out and they'll begin to rape. Listen, I've spent my time in Africa. Cut does not do that to you. That's not what cut does. She's a lie. That's a lie.
She did say
flat
that.
out lie. Now, cut. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you and Mrs. Harris, for whatever reason, decide to move to Africa again for whatever, I still don't get it. I support your decision.
Just move on.
Okay,
just
cool.
Move on. Jesus Christ.
However,
if
you want Africans to do anything for you, make sure it's done from early as hell in the morning until the afternoon. Because when the afternoon comes, they're worthless after that.
I can't stand.
Okay.
It's like everyone starts to chew
Shout out to the Empress. She's Grenadian. She's
right,
not,
no, and the thing is, it's because
for
of
the
cut.
record, she is not a gangster disciple. She is Grenadian. Shout out to you, sister.
It's just because around midday, that's when everyone decides to chew cut, right? Everyone does it around the same time, around midday. After that, they're done. They're done. I mean,
is it like an energy? It boosts up. It's like a Red Bull or something.
No, like I said, they're done for the day. It's over. They're chewing cut. It's like they're not doing any more work. Like, hey guys, we got some more work to do. Okay.
What is cut? Is it a herb?
Yeah, it's a plant. You know what I'm saying? Like some people make tea out of it. Most people chew it. You'll see most people that chew it, like chewing tobacco.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, now it's a stimulant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I mean, if it gives them energy, I can't tell.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, they're not gonna get it. You're not gonna. It's like when people say weed makes you go out there and do crazy stuff. Like, no, drunk might do it, but weed, you're not. No, you're not.
It do. It make you want to do
Weed's
crazy.
not for everybody.
Cheetos and watch some Netflix and
right, but you're not gonna go out and do crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Doc said it's THC on steroids.
That means they lace your shit because we just keep you calm, happy, and hungry and sleepy.
You know what I mean? Give us something to eat. You know what I mean?
I'm like, cut doesn't make you want to go out there and do all that. Stop, lady.
That's what she said. You raping
I didn't
everybody.
say that.
Not you, lady.
I'm just playing. I know that. I'm just playing.
Let's get it.
But you don't have the chemicals that we have. Again, listen, a male can wake up, a male can hit a tree stump and his thing come up. No, you don't need nothing to make a male.
This is malarkey.
A man can hit a tree stump and his thing come up. You don't need
this is penis in me right now. That's what
I told you. I told you she's jealous, Noble. She'll never know what it feels like to make love with a woman.
World Class said this is penis envy. World Class.
Yes.
Why'd you say that?
Because she's clearly envious about, like, she won't let the penis part go, and she comes from a culture where envy is the standard. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything she's saying about a male is really limited to the penis, and it's all negative. And this much attention, when she can go to the store and buy one and fix all those problems, because then you know it's envy because it's all lies. It's stuff that doesn't make any sense. If I'm hurting myself, the last thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna get hard. I've never played football, got tackled, and got a hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's never happened.
Right.
So she's just making up shit.
I'm in line with, I need some sort of stimuli. I don't know if it's just automatic, but you know, I digress. April checked in. She said, I smoke. All I want to do is eat, sleep, laugh at everything. Shout out to you. That sounds about right. And
yes, April. Definitely shout out to April.
Shout out to the light skins. Shout out to the
I'm gonna look past the fact.
skins.
I'm gonna look past the fact April's like
Mandrell, you started it.
I didn't start anything.
Skin people in. We love all of y'all.
Shout out to School Days.
Shout out to School Days.
Shout out to School Days.
Shout out to Reading Rainbow Days.
Shout out
to Reading Rainbow. Shout out to the Reading Rainbow.
Yes.
Because you got nappy hair.
See, light skin.
He even snapped like a white boy.
Wow.
Where the fuck you get off talking to people about me behind my back going over my head?
What people?
What people would you think I wasn't gonna find out?
Think I wasn't gonna find out?
Exactly, Joe Pesci.
Hey, Paulie, stop talking to me like that, all right?
Oh my goodness, forget about it, buddy.
Forget about it.
No.
Fettuccine.
And shout out to the Alicia Baumgartner. Before I forget, the champ. She has a good big fight tonight.
Yeah, you like her. You like her.
Yes,
You
I
like
do.
you like an announcer. Baumgartner.
The bomb. Baumgartner. Alicia the bomb.
You beat people up, Mr. Harris.
Sometimes I do, you know.
Good with her hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Do I beat people up?
No, we know you don't do that, sir.
Just 6-8 days a week. You know, I give them a rest, but other than that.
Wow.
Hey, listen, in the martial arts school, in the jiu-jitsu school I go to, man, people avoid me. Like when it's time to spar, people avoid me. Like, nah. I don't feel like dealing with it tonight.
Because you in there hurting for fun, and they trying to get their career go off. They need their ears, man, Darrell.
I would be lying, Noble, if I said I'd never done that.
Study
I'll be
but you don't have the chemicals that we have.
Again, listen, a male can wake up, a male can hit a tree stump and his thing come up. No, you don't need nothing to make a male's shit stand up, right?
You lying to me?
You
lying? Come on.
No, wait a minute.
I tell these niggas all the time. Say, listen, homie, a man has to see something. He cannot just sit because a man is.
They half-ass listen. They don't listen. Here's the thing.
We just heard.
That's crazy.
We don't listen. Men don't listen, y'all. We don't listen.
We can't hear what you meant when you said it. We should say the words, lady.
We don't listen. That's our problem.
What we heard.
No. Because I told him, didn't I tell you earlier that men are visual? You just said, oh no, don't no men get no erections around no children. He said that earlier, and I said men are visual, extremely visual.
Come on now. Hold on.
No. Anything. Listen. No.
It's some men that are aroused by kids and called pedophilia.
Listen,
but it's some heterosexual man that see a kid is never turned on.
Sir, anything can make y'all dick raise up.
No.
Y'all waking up with hard ons. Hold on.
No, lady.
Listen, it don't.
She's inquiring.
No, lady.
Acting like she's assertive. She's inquiring.
Right. Her information is just wrong. Period. I've never looked at anything can make y'all dick get up. No, I've never looked at a child or a man and chubbed up. Never.
Not at all.
Ever.
Not even
once.
Not one time has it happened. Like ever in life.
This is empty.
Well, she studied men though, so you can't tell her shit. She studied men.
Anything can make us. No.
But she can't break down the anatomy part about why you guys wake up like that, though. She can't break that down. Her only excuse for that is like, also just get R to anything. To anything. You guys wake up like that. So like what you was thinking about what? Somebody in your dream or something? Like she might as well should just said that. That was just stupid. I'm sorry.
She can't.
Retired nurse hearing that shit, that's stupid.
She don't know how to keep a man to just get off of her. That's what that's about. That's what she's.
Look at them on that couch. That couch is
It
screaming.
don't take no major stimuli to raise y'all shit. It don't. You can sit.
So what
listen.
she's saying is
Why gotta be major?
what she's trying to say is that it doesn't have to be a sexual thing in nature to raise you up, meaning that this thing can.
A man is not gonna get hard unless he got to pee in the morning, unless he's sexually aroused. He's just not gonna get hard.
What? So you mean to tell me, you can be sitting in class, not thinking about
You
sex,
said a
and you
man.
get hard. Which
A
one
boy.
is?
A boy.
But that's what I'm talking about.
A boy and a man.
She's.
That was a great observation, world class. Shout out to you. She's going back to elementary school now. And April checked in. He's giving crackhead vibes. Yeah, he can't sit still. He kind of bopped down. What the hell is wrong with people? She might want to check the men she has around her. It's a great observation.
Hey, April, how you
Through
doing?
sight, energy, spirituality, life forces, channeling energies, more than just seeing male or female. Dr. Nakumbe he be on it.
Yeah,
the lady
he fired.
is tech vid may not wake with a penis, but she can awake wet, just different tools. Doc, bring some clarity to the conversation, Doc.
We trying to invite you back up here, Doc. That's his way of saying come back. But no, let me say something real quick and I'm gonna jump down.
Sure.
I wouldn't say I study my men. I pay attention to mine. There's a difference. I pay attention. So like when I going out to go get my man something to eat, I don't have to call him every time asking what he wants. You know what I'm saying? I know what to order for him when I don't have to work, especially if he at work and I don't have to bother him. I just bring the food home. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, what's the purpose of you studying, man, if you're not trying to be that man? And that lady, clearly, not trying to judge how she is, because I didn't even ask the question, but by looking at her straight up before she even opened her mouth, she looked masculine. First of all, you on TV look like that. I would never be on TV looking like that. Not like that. With no ball cap on. Huh?
If you were gay, you would.
No, I'm talking about if I was feminine. So I could tell she wasn't feminine because she wouldn't came on like that. Not on no public, you know, especially with a celebrity speaking to him like that. And ladies, it's very important to be in shape. That you see that green thing right there next to her?
Yeah, that
Her
green thing.
titties look like watermelons. Sitting on top of her, sitting on top of another fruit that's sitting between her legs. You telling me this woman is comfortable with her size? No. I've been big before I got diagnosed, and I'm gonna jump down, and it wasn't even comfortable. I wasn't even that big though, but to me, so like when I'm like the size I am, I was skinny. I'm not skinny no more, but I gained a little weight because I was having problems with my legs. So I'm back working out and I'm doing jiu-jitsu.
There you go.
And anyways, but I keep it going. They be like, "You ain't fat. Don't tell me that." And nobody in the South can never tell me about my weight because y'all like big women. So never tell, even the women, y'all fat. Don't tell me that I'm not fat. I'm gonna keep that mentality so I can work it out. You know what I'm saying? So I can try to, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna go back up to a certain weight size. A man wants to lift his woman sometimes, surprise her and lift her. If he can't, if he saves you and protects you, how he gonna get you out the house if he can't lift you? And you gonna get mad and call him weak? I'm just saying. But I'm gonna jump down because this is why I don't do panels. This is why I have a channel because I have to watch what I say because I go into raw and.
No, you did very well, Lady Navoa. Again, you always are.
I thought about it first.
And you have a lot of hats that you wear, a lot of different moderation things that you do. So absolutely, we respect your opinion.
And that's crazy. I'm up here with everybody who I moderate for. That's crazy. I moderate for all y'all up here. And I ain't gonna lie, I love what I do. And I'm gonna say this before I jump down. Shout out to Sir Harold. Keep him in prayer. He lost his grandmother at 101 yesterday.
Indeed.
He gave me permission. I wouldn't done it if I didn't ask. And I said I'm gonna let the YouTube family know so they can keep him in prayer. And if y'all want to show him some love, cash app or whatever, you know, Sir Harold speaks with the $sign. You know what I'm saying? Let him know you're thinking about him, or, you know, calls if you got his number, you know what I'm saying? You know, stuff like that. Just, you know, show him some love, send him an email, because we all take care of each other. We're a YouTube family, even with different channel or platforms. You see, we all stick together. Like, shout out to World Class. I could give him a link, and he'll come and support that channel. And he would even join that panel if it's worth joining the panel. If it ain't worth joining the panel, he will not join. Like this panel, he loves this panel because it's real. So shout out to him. Man, keep your head up, man. And be nicer sometimes. Stop acting so light-skinned.
Yeah, Mr. He said. Stop acting so light-skinned.
I mean, I
He said he wanted a chocolate woman to marry, but she ain't gonna want to take all that light-skinnedness. That's why they be saying, "Oh, you so nice." They be so nice. You like, "Oh, cause you too nice." It's no, cause you're light-skinned. You acting light-skinned-ish. I'm just playing. I just have to say that.
I got it. But what about this? You know, when it's women like this one on the screen in the green, the one who looks like the shit emoji.
Yes.
Who have the nerves to say that?
She looked like
she looked like a great value version of Tisha Campbell from Martin, and I guess that's a hat to the back.
I don't see that. I don't see it.
What I see
I
is
do, a little bit. I see it.
She looked like
Which one, the left or the right?
On the right. Princella.
Her face is blurred. Okay.
Princella.
Did you see how she was sitting on that couch with her legs crossed? That shit looks so masculine.
Shout out to those 4Ds, Dr. Nakumbe and Coach K for the 4Ds, man. That was an amazing
series.
Series.
Jumping down.
Part coming up next week. Can't wait for that. And let's see, Square Roots checked in as if there are no women who wake up with the AM ready and aroused or find themselves aroused or a little juicy throughout the day. Fuck out of here. She's stamping all men as predators while failing to address the women. Y'all don't know. Newsflash, newsflash. I got a newsflash. This just in. Give me a second. Got to check with the moderators to make sure it's okay to play it. They said okay.
Not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama.
You do that one more time, and I'm going to throw you across the room.
Not the mama.
That's what we was talking about. But listen, that's what we was talking about.
He's not thinking about nothing. It's just out of his control.
But didn't I just say that? They just being disagreeable for no reason. We saying the same thing. Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes.
Just being disagreeable for no reason. Men, y'all are cantankerous now. Y'all just been labeled. Stockholm Syndrome work. See, when y'all adopt their talking points, adopt their characteristics, adopt their mannerisms, they use the same words on y'all. Didn't y'all hear her earlier say men don't listen? Ain't that what we said about women years ago? They turned the tables that quick. Now she said disagreeable for no reason. Nigga, just cantankerous.
Yeah, because you lying is not a reason to disagree with you. Of course.
But again, these words, man, they use them and spin them, and it's just like, now joke's on you. Uno, reverse. Choo.
We are. You just don't like it.
Listen
you
to what
just don't like it.
every man in this room is shaking their head. This is my problem with women.
Listen. Listen, we all just said the same thing.
We got women telling men about men, and they've never been a man.
Shit. We said the same exact stuff. The same thing that happened on President.
Let's make it plain. Let's make it clear.
The same thing that
I understand you study, you break it all the way down, but you've never been in the mind of a man to try to speak so factual about what's in a man's mind.
But that's all males do is talk about women. Yes, they do.
I'm around men all day. We don't talk about that.
We talk about what y'all do.
See, yeah, this is what I was getting ready to say, world class. See what happened when you tell a woman to talk to you a little nicer, have a little bit of a more pleasant attitude. I was told you were made from sugar spice and everything nice. How about act like that? This is what we get. We ain't got no right to request anything. We ain't got no right to ask for anything. Voice our opinion in anything, but we got to make 6 figures, drive a nice car, let them walk on the inside of the street, find a nice restaurant, create good conversation, pay for the food, drive them back home, make sure they get in the door nice. Unbelievable. And then they can just go 10 years after that and say, yeah, well, I thought I was in love with him.
You're wrong for that, baby.
Damn, girl, when you were sitting across the table from me making googly eyes, you were very in love with me. But now, because we broke up, and the baby stays with you, I thought I was in love with him. Just change reality. And that they don't understand that we have a problem with that. When you have the ability to just change reality to whatever you want. I'm a good man until I start beating on you. Then he's a bad. Well, I'll marry him. But when he start beating on me and holding my head in the toilet, wait, when did I change? And these are the conversations that we have. And the reason it's able to be had is because we can have this gender of people who can change reality whenever they want with the reality stone, like a Thanos snap. Or they get to be interchangeable in what they want to be. When they want to be a woman, they're a woman. Treat me with femininity and open the door for me. When they want to be a man, they could be a man. I make money. I got a car. I got my own bank account. And when they want to be a child, they could be a child. Well, I didn't know. You can't blame me for it. You supposed to be the leader. God damn, y'all get to do whatever y'all want.
They the scrolls.
Fucking scrolls.
Oh, more from my expert. That's some bullshit there.
And that's what's so unfair when I got to be a man all the time. And not only the definition don't come from me, it come from you. A real man would have did this. A real man does that. A real man wouldn't talk to a woman like that. A real man wouldn't. Damn.
See, that's why. See, I get where you at with it. That's why I just, you know what I'm saying? What scam like to say? I troll them. I just get disrespectful. It's like, oh, you would know what a real man would be when your dad didn't want to be around you and your baby daddies didn't. So how would you know, lady, if nobody want to be around? And they get mad when I say shit like that. But hey, you started it. If you want to tell me what I am, you try to do some Jedi mind trick on me, okay, I'm just going to give you these Sith Lord powers. And I'm going to hurt you to your core. That's the only, listen, that's the only sensible response I have, because at the end of the day, you have to protect your mind, man. Your mind has to know that at all times you're going to protect it. And the number one person that's going to attack you when your skin is brown is another female whose skin is brown like yours. And a lot of like in this space, I don't get played with like that a lot by these chicks. They don't be playing with me like they do these guys, because they know I'm gonna say some evil shit to you and hurt your little feelings. And a lot of these guys don't be playing with me because they know I'm gonna say some evil shit to you. You have to. I don't see no other way. Like a lot of this stuff, Mr. He said, I don't tolerate. Like I'm gonna crush you. You got to know it's severe consequences, and my intention is to crush your confidence. I just don't tolerate it. I think you have to viciously protect your mind at all costs, because there's no off switch for these ears and these eyes when you're on panels, when you're watching this stuff. And I protect my brain like it's a newborn baby. You know what I mean? That's why I talk like I talk, and I say the things I say, because simultaneously I'm like, my brain is like, yeah, I don't want this up in here, and I attack it viciously, because they mean you harm when they see these things. And if that's what you want to do, you want to play the disrespectful game, hey man, let's go play ball. I'm trying to crush you, because they don't have to be disrespectful. I'm from Baltimore, bro. You know how it is. It's a disrespectful game. We know how to play it at Baltimore. And what I realize about it is there's really no place, no reason to be disrespectful. We're gonna get W's and losses no matter what. We're gonna lose either way. There's no place and no reason to be disrespectful under any circumstances.
You're absolutely right. I wouldn't disagree with that. April wouldn't disagree either. World Class is a savage. Folks are gonna learn to leave him the hell alone. She sounds like y'all better stop playing. Sad and true, not enough know how to engage in clitoral vaginal stimulation, including the G-spot, or through other sensory paths, such as breast or other erogenous zones. That word is erogenous zones, ladies and gentlemen. And Dr. Nakumbe is right. We played a clip earlier in the year that a lot of men didn't even know where the clitoris was.
Are you serious?
Very serious. Grown men. And it's, very important, gentlemen. So, brush up, do some research, practice. Practice makes perfect. Practice, fellas, practice. And ladies, show a little bit of grace, because if every woman is different, he got to smash at least 8 times before he get to know you, right?
Amen.
So,
Amen. That's what we're talking.
Let him smash. Because we smash one time, World Class, and if we don't perform, it's like, oh, he whack, he didn't perform. But every woman is different, and what worked for her isn't going to work for you. This is what y'all say. So how about let me get in it to win it? Y'all seen New Jack City? He said, I only bust them drawers once. I need to get to know her. You know what I mean? That familiarity, you got to play on the home court. Let's
that was just practice. Showing up for
right, there you go. Practice. World Class know what it is.
Wait a minute.
All right. Let's get some.
Say, y'all listen. Y'all world is so small. The bunch of all us in. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen, man.
Y'all world is so small. I know some men that don't talk about sex. They talk about money, business, economics, growth, development. Nigga, nature dictates to me.
Let me
when
tell
I
you
decide
something.
Pussy.
Okay,
my
so-
nature dictates to me when I decide I'm gonna get some pussy. I get that nature out of me, and I don't think about pussy no more. I be in a strip club every night and don't never think about pussy. Every night, don't never touch no pussy. Every night, going to one tonight was in one last night. Didn't touch one girl pussy and can damn near fuck everything in there. Didn't touch one because I want to show them it's real gentlemen.
You teach a man, you teach one person. You teach a woman, you teach a nation. So
made that shit up.
Told you we gonna get there. You heard what she just said?
That's crazy.
So they can see that if you teach a man, you teach one person, but if you teach a woman, you teach a nation. But if you tell them that men only kill men, women kill nations, They'll tell you hate women or you're lying.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild right there. That's crazy. Wow.
Like you just said it, baby girl. So if that is possible, the destruction of a nation isn't your responsibility as well?
They talk about money, business, economics, growth, development. Nigga, nature dictates to me
Let me
when
tell
I
you
decide
something.
pussy.
Okay,
My
so-
nature dictates to me when I decide I'm gonna get some pussy. I get that nature out of me and I don't think about pussy no more. I be in a strip club every night and don't never think about pussy. Every night, don't never touch no pussy. Every night, going to one tonight was in one last night. Didn't touch one girl pussy and can damn near fuck everything in there. Didn't touch one because I want to show them it's real gentlemen.
You teach a man, you teach one person. You teach a woman, you teach a nation. So we talk about an individual who has fame, who got money, around pussy where a bunch of dudes ain't got none.
That's crazy.
What do that got to do with anything, y'all?
I'm bored.
This is okay.
Sorry, Missy, he said. I'm listening to her. I am listening to what's going on, but dude, I'm bored. There's no need to go on with this conversation, man. There really isn't. I can't speak with people like that.
Okay.
It's just like the mental level is so low. The cognitive level is so low. It's because she's just trying to win an argument.
She's just saying catchphrases.
You know what I'm saying? She says, if you teach a woman, you teach the nation. But no, you only teach the nation half of what you need to know. Teach that nation too.
But what Mr. He said just said,
boys and girls how to be men and teach women what to look out for and what to look for. How to treat a man. You know what I'm saying? How to get along with a man. You know, we have things to teach the boys and girls too. It ain't just you.
Indeed.
But since you want to take all the credit, all the men you complain about, lady, you're the one creating them. Answer for that.
It's real shit.
They're not going to do that's the shit that make me bad.
Answer for it. No, Noble. She wants to take all the credit. All the credit for teaching boys, okay? All the gays out there, like yourself. Answer for that.
All of the mothers that are on drugs. That's why, like
all the people on drugs. Answer for that.
On drugs. You did that. Like they be talking about Pookie and Ray Ray. That conversation came. Nigga, Pookie and Ray Ray is funded by black mothers. Nobody buys. I've been Baltimore. Everybody I've known that's been in the hood that's seen it validates. I'm in Baltimore. I know the person that cops dope and coke the most is black mothers. That's who's selling it. That's who's also facilitating these niggas. That's who's also taking the light money and all this stuff to keep the bills paid, to get the new Infinity truck. So I'm just like, all right, take the rest. Cool, you want all this credit, cool. But I don't understand how you teach a man, you only teach him one person, but he's the main one that's working, that's out in society. That's the main one that's leading. Man, if I gave you Marvel physics, you could make 3 fathers a year. Any male, any homosexual male can make 365 mothers a year. I'm trying to understand the math. We can make multiple households.
Sorry, I don't know the answer.
You know what I'm saying? So what is this math going? What is this math coming from? This man is going to run. Y'all, I don't understand what's the play? I'm trying to understand what the play with the game is. Do we cheat a lot and run around and make babies from one household to the next household to the next household, or do we not do it? Because if mothers or the woman is going to teach the nation, well, shit, if I'm this cheating guy, I'm educating a lot of nations, ain't I? If I'm running around making 4 or 5 babies.
The birth of a nation. Shit.
There's no consistency in nothing.
No Captivity chimed in. My man Freeze. He said, I hate when messages like what Mr. He said, a stand-up, level-headed, fair man just gave, gets delivered by incel-bittered men. It gives women an excuse to say men are women bashers. You're absolutely right. It's packaged in the delivery. If it's not, with a pretty red bow on the top, or coming from a place of intellect where it could be articulated and worded that this is not bashing. I'm just merely pointing out, using your argument, your words in the context of the discussion that we're having. And sometimes we have to be humble, calm down a little bit and get it out. And it may take a little bit of rewording, rephrasing, repackaging it so that it's delivered. But no, it's not an easy pill to swallow, but it's a point that they would make themselves. And, we did an episode called Face Off, like Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, that movie, where they took each other's face, because sometimes if I put it on a different face, the same behavior, maybe you'll notice it if it looks different, packaged. And sometimes you have to, play with it a little bit to make it get through. But no, she's saying exactly what this gentleman said that no woman would ever agree
Men
with.
kill people, women kill society.
I've never heard that before. That is absolutely.
That was an evil laugh.
Yo, y'all leave her alone, man. She's a decent content creator.
Who? That
Man,
girl?
what's all that football hanging out? What's all this football hanging out though?
Yeah, Nova pointed it out first.
Hold on with that. God damn, close your legs, Monica. I never meant to cause you no pain.
And then look at that gun.
Close your legs.
She's okay with that too. Look at that gun.
It looked like a sandwich bag full of peanut butter.
Damn. Jeez.
And the sad part is she had to be like,
Right,
hey,
man.
hold on.
Hold on. Let me. You can trust it. Trust it. You ain't let me. Man, I got to dispute you. What you mean? A man can raise a nation. What you think Dr. King did? How can you discredit our great leaders? Okay, so why the black community fucked up like it is?
Because
of
their mamas.
There we go.
Goddamn mamas. They just doing some shit.
There we go. That's about the fucking first time I heard this nigga say some real shit. Thank you.
They the one talking about so we're the one who educate the kids. Then why the black community so fucked up then? What you teaching them? What you been teaching them, ladies?
We not being mean. We just asking.
I'm just asking. I really am just asking, ladies. I really want to know. What are you teaching the boys? I mean, why are you not raising leaders?
Shame
why
on
are
you.
teaching things?
Shame on you.
Fool me one time.
Shame on you.
You fooled me one time. Shame on you. You fooled me second time, and you can't get fooled again. President George W. Bush.
I think it's in Georgia. I know it's in Texas. It's fool me once. Shame on
you.
Yeah.
I ain't getting that. Didn't touch one because I want to show them it's real gentlemen.
You teach a man, you teach one person. You teach a woman, you teach a nation. So we talk about an individual who has fame, who got money, around pussy where a bunch of dudes ain't got none.
Anybody want to talk about the way she's trying to get him shot the next time he goes to the strip club? Anybody want to jump in on that?
Yeah. Yeah.
How's she trying to get him shot?
What do you expect from a person that's a female that's dressed like a male in a 90s sitcom? I mean, she's definitely trying to get him set up. Like, oh, he got money. He got money. Go get a strip.
Right. Around a bunch of niggas who ain't got no money. How did we even get there? How do we even get there? I was talking to you about trying to be an example to them that I can come there, I can engage in the behavior, I'm enjoying the atmosphere, having a drink, and even looking at some naked women, but I don't got to touch no pussy. I ain't got to be with no aspirations of leaving with one of y'all, and I damn sure don't want to know how much the VIP room costs. So I hear what he's saying, but she just said, now look at what we got here, y'all. We got a man with money inside a strip club with pussy, and the rest of the men ain't got no money. The next time he come, Mandrell, he gets robbed, sir.
Look at what we got here, y'all. Hey, they over here. That's that old. That's what the so-called black female been doing since slavery. He over there in the bushes trying to get away,
lining that ass up.
Golly, oh man. Those who don't know.
Right?
Mansa
so,
Musa.
Hold on, let me Charleston, y'all ain't let me
Man,
talk.
I got the few. What you mean? A man can raise a nation. What you think Dr. King did? How can you discredit our great leaders?
Okay, so why the black community fucked up like it is?
Because of their mamas?
Because
they goddamn mamas that just wanted some dick?
Yeah, because you done programmed the woman.
We had great men to get us here. How y'all gonna discredit those men?
Because you know I'm gonna chop this up, right? You know I'm gonna chop this up with the discrepancies, right? I'm gonna just let them talk.
We got great.
Chop this up.
What?
No, let her do it. Let her do it. Let her finish. I want to hear.
Okay. She gonna chop it up.
Let's just get
Let him talk.
I just meant Manson, one of the richest ever men. Homie, he's the example of what all of us should be. Bezos, Zucker, they ain't got nothing on him. How can we discredit?
You got to go all the way back into
all the way back.
Come on, man.
So why you can't?
Okay, Jay-Z, Bill Cosby. I mean,
what difference does it make?
Billionaires.
Hold up.
Even money got nothing to do with it, really. Even Kanye West magooed his way into $1 billion.
Fuck that. Mansa Musa was worth 60 figures. If them niggas ain't got close, what the fuck? What difference does it make? That proves our point that they not close to doing what the fuck we did.
Thank you. And she just hit him with so we got to go all the way back to Mansa Musa for you to get some verbal reciprocity on me. Damn. Nothing we do is worth kudos. Nothing we do is worth
not good enough, man.
Nothing.
They killed 649 children today. I don't care. I'm not trying to impress you nowhere.
That's because the men something. I don't even know what the argument is anymore. I mean, I really don't. They blame men for everything, for the decisions that they make. Like you said, no, lady, you made the choice to lay with the guy unprotected. No contraception at all. You didn't even try. He ended up pregnant. Okay, and then you want to delete the baby because why? You knew that was a possibility, but you did it anyway. But it's a man's fault somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
She looks like she's trying not to get trapped. Read her body language. She is fighting to compete in the convo, swelling up as a defense. She's definitely trying to compete in this conversation. But for Charleston White, a louder voice does not increase anyone's comprehension. My wife had to tell me that a few times in our early days. A manipulative convo tactic to lead in a convo and or to be heard. Make the same points without the aggression. I'm going to have to duly note that one. Why is she sitting like a whole man? Damn. Shit.
Because that's the closest she can come.
Do it now. Why we gotta look at Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk?
I'm not looking at Mark Zuckerberg now. I don't want to do that.
But when you met Mansa Musa, where at?
I want to fuck a bunch of hoes till I die.
We know that,
I
Charleston.
don't wanna do it.
Charleston, we know.
And I'm happily married.
We know, Charleston.
And I'm happily married.
All you doing is agreeing with everything I done already said.
We didn't create us.
That's the nature.
No, she's not. She's not saying that.
Yeah.
She's not saying that.
Yeah.
She'll making bold statements of the thoughts of men, and she don't know the thoughts of men that she done talked to. Most men are not thinking about sex. I promise you. I promise you.
Have sex.
What? Hold on. What does a male do? The same thing that y'all doing in this modern day society, acting like them animals. More women are half naked than it is men with a heart on. There are more women walking around with their titties and their ass out than it is with men with heart on.
All right, so let me just be clear here. So now we're going to the point of saying that the way that women dress is suggesting that they want to be fucked.
Yes.
Is that what we're saying?
What in the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying it.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm saying it. I don't know how you move the goalpost. I don't know how you move the goalpost there. I have no clue how that
the
just
fucking
happened.
audacity in her voice is so insulting right now.
And I have no clue how she moved the goalpost.
Oh, we're moving it to the way that she dressed wants to get. Yes,
but yes, that's exactly. Yeah, she brought it up.
I can let me go right down the motherfucking outfits. If she's coming in the middle of the night, she got the sweatsuit, her college hoodie and sweatpants. She want to get fucked.
Yes,
if
she
she got the skippy little skirt on, she want to get. What the fuck? Y'all wear outfits because you want to be fucked, bitch. Don't. Oh my god, bro, I hate these chicks that talk. The only ones I hate is the ones that talk. They make me so mad. On the inside. Oh my god.
God damn it.
The audacity is
this shit up.
Left side of the brain.
You goddamn right.
Left side of the brain, too.
Why would you have?
May I ask you what creative expression is? I mean, some women just like.
I told you the right side. I told you the right side of their brain shut down. Let me tell you something. When a woman is dressed revealing,
like
the left area in the left side of the brain, which is the analytical side to use things as tools, lights up when they look at women. These dudes do not have no access to the damn feminine. And they keep telling you, they keep showing you, I ain't got to say nothing. He proving everything that I'm saying is right. I don't care how many. No, that ain't true. I don't care. It's right there in the book. Get the book.
See, this is my problem with the book folk. They can't get out the book.
Is she just trying to sell her book, or is she really truly having women best interests at heart and trying to give them valuable information?
She wants to fuck the women. She don't got their best interest in her.
Damn.
She chooses to look like the nigga that don't know how to wear clothes right. Even you wearing your hat right, she not. And then she got a hair hat on top of that. I can't.
Shit.
Looking like a thin Queen Latifah. The one on the left looked like the Nickelodeon slime that got left for 10 years. Like it looked like it's molded. You know.
Tell me like on that show Double Dare.
Yeah.
On that show Double Dare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The whole conversation is what's in the book.
Yeah, I wrote it. I wrote the book.
And see, the book ain't factual.
Well,
it
what's
may
in the
have some
book?
Truth.
Wait a minute. What's
No.
in the book?
Listen, I'm just saying any book. See, this is why I stay away from the book, right? Because the book is one person's mind. That's one person's mind, and there are a billion minds on this planet.
Okay, all right. Let me do you a solid.
There are a billion minds on this planet. Talk to me outside the book. Talk to me about a woman who's been married 30, 40 years and let her tell me about her man, because she can't tell me about our man. Let me tell me about the men that you chose, the men that you had. Don't tell me about the men you didn't have, because you don't know those men. Right? Because if all men were the same, all men would be doing the same.
Okay.
It's some niggas fucking some punks.
All right. So
there's a lot of niggas ain't taking. Right. If some nigga beat women, if some nigga won't dare touch a woman. If some nigga say bitch, and if some nigga say, hey, homie, don't say there's women in the room. So we're all different. Yeah, we have the same chromosomes, makeup, all that, homie, but our environments, how we raise, supersede all that.
Is it environment? Does it supersede Mr. Harris?
Yeah, your environment has a lot to do with your perspective and your perception of the world and various different topics. Your environment does. I think that holds the most weight. You know what I'm saying? Your attachment to your mentor, who your mentor is, holds a lot of weight. Like in this example that I'm using, like your parents, that holds a lot of weight. Those are mentors of yours earlier on in your life, and sometimes later on. But environment, because things could be different from what your parents tell you. Your parents can tell you don't go out there and get into trouble all the live long day. But if you go outside in your environment, you know what I'm saying, you're tempted, you see people getting away with nonsense and you try it, you just happen to get caught. But that's the environment. Your environment gave you the temptation to go out there and try crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think the environment holds the most weight of when it comes to perception and their perspective on things, how that develops and how your ethics develop, you know, in the whole nine. So I mean, these women, they lost this argument that she's trying to have with him a long time ago. Again, there's really no reason for them to go on with the conversation unless they're going to change subjects. I mean, it's insane. She keeps going, though. She keeps trying to find a way to win and sell that book, which I wouldn't read.
It's in the book. Mr. World Class. Dr. Nakumbe checked in. She making points that don't qualify in the convo, naming stats and research as tactic to make her feel heard and look smart. Can't beat research. She defaulted to that, but not life experience. Square Roots still ain't found no videos of men making their butt cheeks clap in front of a, deletion clinic, but she's steady trying to prove her academics and claim men are the problem. What mom raised Glorilla? Great question.
Yeah.
And I don't see men twerking their penises at the club and their friends patting it in terms of endearment and encouragement, saying, look at my friend's penis. Look at it.
I haven't found those videos because I haven't looked for any. And I will gladly curse you out if you send me one. I don't have time for that in my life. I have no interest in seeing any of that.
You got some friends that used to be on the
No, I do not. No, I do not have those kind of friends.
Okay.
No, thank you.
We're never gonna let you live that down, by the way.
Go best friend. Go best friend. My best friend. You got the slong. Look at that, ladies. Look at this. But I see girls, I see girls touch parts of another girl's backside that she won't even let a man touch. They be cupping, they be under like. We went to a comedy little joint yesterday. It was a girl sitting on another girl's lap, which, okay, seating might have been a little, but the other girl had both arms wrapped around her in embrace. I thought that was unusual. How do, again, they get to interchange so frequently and tell us that, being gay is okay. You guys are so, homophobic because you guys don't accept gay people. But when they want to attack our manhood, what's the first thing they call us?
Oh, that's good.
Fag.
You know what's crazy? But watch this. Stupid metric.
I'm just saying, if there's nothing wrong, because even the gays do it.
The two things.
Talk about it.
The two things that they call us is they call us homosexual, and the other thing they call us is them. They'll say you act like a bitch. You act like a female.
Talk about it. Talk about it. You got man titties. Again, you could try to convince me that we hate women, but you're the one that uses nothing but feminine-based slurs, homophobic attacks to attack my manhood. Even somebody that'll sit in front of you and say, I'm married to a woman, I love my wife, and I have children. They'll still find a way to say, ooh, look at the way he's sitting. That might be gay.
But they equal.
But okay. So, again, I see through all of the conversation. It's just questions that I ask that never get answers, like where is a child truly safe? I ask questions that never get an answer. When I first came in this space, I said, who can hold a sister accountable that's not another sister? Still ain't get an answer. You know why? Because the answer is nobody. Nobody can hold a sister accountable. And we fast forward 2 years later, look, try to say something to a sister about a sister. It ain't going to happen. But again, when I say a man is tapping another man's penis in the club, ew, what the fuck?
But at the same time, they'll be like, "It's okay to be gay," and they cheer on their queer friends, right? And so now you got the queers that say, "There's nothing wrong with it." Yeah, but when you want to insult a heterosexual male, you call him gay as an insult. So if there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, why would you use what you're doing as an insult to a man who doesn't do it?
And why don't y'all just marry the gay males? Since the way you want them to be already.
There you go.
Why the fuck you lying?
That's the why.
Oh, you know why? Because they don't even want you. That's crazy. That's wild right there.
When the gays don't want you, you see the way they dress. They like everything.
But they don't like you.
Yeah, they don't like you.
Because once you develop a conscience, once you learn right from wrong and you got a conscience, homie, I wouldn't give a fuck what turn you on. You wouldn't do it. I wouldn't give a fuck how horny you is. You ain't gonna cheat on your wife. When you develop that, you fight against your nature. You deny yourself. That's where fasting and praying come in.
He might not be lying. You want to know how I can prove it? Al Bundy. Al fucking Bundy. I wear a sweatshirt with him and Peg on there. That nigga couldn't stand his wife. She wouldn't cook for him. She wouldn't clean for him. He wasn't sexually attracted to her. He was fucking tired of working at a shoe store to pay for these ingrateful kids. But guess what he never did? He never cheated on her. He wanted to.
Several
thought
times.
about it, but he never did it. And that was Peggy fucking Bundy. She was the one that started this shit. I can't cook and can't clean, but I got this ring.
She walk in there and ask him, Al, let's have sex. And Al be like, not tonight, Peg.
With you? He'll say some shit like, you mean with you?
With you?
Yeah, like, nah, I'm good.
Then another time he'd be like, do I have to?
And look, let's keep going. That one time of the year when he throw his barbecue and he tore it up like 6 times that day.
Yeah,
she was tired. She don't want to. Oh, again. See this shit? This shit happens right in front of our face, man. And if you're not able to pick up on it, if you ain't been around for 50 years to be able to see it, if you 20 something and you let these damn chicks get in your ear, you'll start believing this shit. You don't know no different. You don't know when TV used to depict, I'm taking them away for this. TV used to depict the man as the primary caregiver of the children. If you left the house, you left. The kids stayed with daddy. You want me to prove it? Father knows best. Want me to prove it? Different strokes. Who was their mother? She was dead. Want me to keep going? Because I can. Who's the boss? Tony Danza. That little girl mother was dead. TV switched the diagram and switched the paradox to now the mother is the primary caretaker because now y'all can work and all of that good stuff. But before then, it was the dad going to a hotel if he got kicked out of the house. It was the dad that was making sure these children were secure even if you weren't together.
That happened even in my generation. I'm 37. So when I say their value system come from TV, I watched it my lifetime. I watched it. It's not real. It just comes from television. It doesn't come from anything of substance.
Absolutely. And when they switch that dynamic around to 227 and all of the rest of the shit where women led the household, this nigga was living in a building with 5 women. All of them needed his help at all times. But yet, show was about Mary.
Mary. You telling me Jackie and Harry walking around there all horned up all the time?
It ain't hit the shout out to her. Throw her ass up in the club.
Right. Mary.
So, you know, it's a way to watch TV. It's a way to check the narrative and the way America tries to spin and present a suggestion. It's only a suggestion. You don't have to succumb. But it's not coincidental. It's absolutely deliberate. It's absolutely an agenda. It's on us to fight back, to push back, to have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to do different.
You develop coping skills. You develop critical thinking skills, conflict skills to supersede your nature. That's where the morality comes in.
All right, and that's it.
So
All right, hold on. Let me say this because he's been talking. So morality at the top of the pyramid. At the top of the pyramid is where the least amount of people exist. So, and that is the area of the mind.
She's going back to that book. I'll let
you talk, homeboy.
She getting into her masculine now. She let him talk, homeboy.
No. Listen, it's the top of the pyramid where the least amount of people live. See, Mr. He said you're so stupid. See, if you go back to the book, okay, and read her book that she wrote because she's not a man. She don't need to be a man. She just knows men. She studied them. Okay, like specimens, like we some shit out of a zoo or something.
I've studied your type.
Right. I studied your species.
Crash landed on our planet.
Right.
We've been observing you.
You see, a woman's brain is not as large as a man.
So y'all saying that black women see us like oppressor, like Mike Van did?
This is silly, man. Where'd you find this video at, homie? Like word up. This is it's just crazy, man. Like
his channel.
Right, I'm with Scam Likely, man. All you can do about stuff like this is troll it. You can, this is when you start trolling people. This is when you start trolling. Okay, there's nothing to be found here. It's just good Lord, dude.
It's troll time.
If you go back to the book
now. Go to the bottom. Earlier, I told you, the further you get down to the bottom, the less controls. So it's more people on the bottom that got no morality, no self-control because the masculine energy is a movement.
How do you describe black people in the 60s then? They was at the bottom. How do you describe
because you still had morality before the process of ideological subversion that took the morality away. So here's the thing. You had the people in the Southern Black Church. It was all run by the Muslims and the damn church. That ain't the leader no more.
What you guys think about that? The Muslims, shout out to the nation, and the church. Those ain't the leaders no more. So that's why we look the way we look. What do you guys think?
Who told her that? Who the? This is
wild, man.
Who told her that?
I'm with Noble. I mean, like this is wild, man.
That's like saying, you know what? Schools don't have principals no more. Do you go to school? They still have them. They don't got Muslims where you live at, lady?
Morality has been moved out, and I don't care what nobody say.
When your mama teach you, say excuse me, say please and thank you. She's teaching you morality. When your grandmother say y'all stop, they teaching you morality. Your home life supersede this what she talking about in this book.
Wait a minute, but how much time people spending at home? Huh? Who raising the kids now? Right? Who's raising the kids?
Some mama like mine.
Who's raising the kids now, y'all? Who's raising the kids now? The NOI teaches decorum.
No, the NOI doesn't.
In the era of Bewitched, I Dream a Genie, where the husband was the leader, it begs the question why the narrative was pushed differently for good times. Talk to them, please. They really think that they know what they talking about. I can name 8,000 television programming shows that depicted the man to be the primary provider of his household and his children's well-being. And if you leave, baby girl. But these little ones ain't going nowhere. It all made sense. He was the one with the job, with the stability. It all changed at a time. And look, we get good times with Black Jesus and her saying, get that shit out my house. But mama is bringing us good luck. Get that shit out my house. But mama is changing the dynamic of our family. Get that shit out my house. Only Jesus I know is the one that they showed me. So that shit is bullshit. And that's what they showed us. And we continued with that consciously, subconsciously, however. But I bet you got that lily white motherfucker hanging up in your fucking house somewhere. I bet you do.
No. See, you're all, again, I told you, you're all stupid. You know? See, the book says everything you need to know. The book says that Charleston White.
The book, baby.
I'm gonna start calling you Scam Drunk.
I'm just saying. Hey, the problem is, Noble, you need to read the book. You ain't read the book. So how you gonna have the answers, man? You ain't read the book, Noble.
I literally was trying to look at that. I was looking at the cover to see what the title was.
I didn't say what the book was. She didn't say what it's the book. That's the name of it. That's the title of the book.
It's coming. Here we go.
Television.
Some mamas like mine.
Childhood, when women are given these things, they still aren't able to really receive those things because according to you,
they need the military and prison. The prison and military are down there equal. They're both the same. They need some type of training. Both of them give men training. Both of them, but the mama got to have the boy till he come to adolescence. The mama is the first teacher.
And but we already agree that you got to cut the cord, and she don't know that she got to cut the cord.
When she breastfeeding you,
what we talking about?
How many of y'all breastfed? How many of y'all breastfed in this room? Raise your hand.
Oh, I breastfed.
That's where I started. So
Yeah.
that connection to breastfeeding.
Wait, she what? Oh, she did what? did she breastfeed or she said she was? Wait a minute. So it's a new development. Did she breastfed? She said she breastfed or she got breastfed.
She was breastfed. She was a baby. Was nurtured off of breast milk.
I thought she said she breastfed some child that she had. Okay.
She probably did.
Yeah, you know they be gay after 2 babies.
Yeah, because after 2 babies, what man wants you?
That's a fact. That's the bad joke.
Like, lady, you had 2 babies. You probably. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, a lot of you women are not gonna like what I have to say in a minute. Okay, in a few seconds. Listen, you know I'm a good dude. However, I do have my standards. I do have my boundaries. You got 2 babies, lady. You come with too much. Sorry, women. I don't have 1 yet. So you had 2 babies. Logic dictates to me that you're probably done. And I got to walk into your situation. You have 2 kids. I'm trying to take you on, but I have to take 2 kids on? 1? All right, cool. Fair enough. You got 2? Little ones.
And 2 baby daddies.
And 2 babies. See, I got to deal with them niggas now.
I hold on to the gun. Why should he hold on to the gun? Because I already got it, motherfucker.
Exactly. And you ain't going to like it when I talk like that. Because I am going to talk like that about your baby daddies.
And you know she going to tell the baby daddies, I got my new man to fuck you up.
Right. And the thing is, here's the thing. Unless he's paying child support, you will receive no money, no benefits from him, nor any of your baby daddies. You will have no contact with them if this has nothing to do with the child. There'll be no contact between you. Ain't using that nigga's Netflix account. That's what I'm there for. Damn. You use my shit.
Fuck your shit, man.
You will have no contact with your see what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to cooperate with it. And I got rules and shit. Standards. Okay. I will accept nothing less. You got a baby daddy. Understand. You will follow my rules or we will not be together.
You can't use a Netflix account?
No, you can't. You can't. Not even this Hulu shit.
Or the Disney Plus?
No. Disney Plus, no. But my kid loves it. Then use my. I got Disney Plus. Use mine.
Use his.
You have no contact with him at all. No, there will be no relationship between you and your baby daddy. That's over.
But they got to talk about the child together?
No, talk about what?
I've been waiting to say this all year, and I'm going to say it. And this is a good time. Get the stepping.
Yeah, that's what you're going to hear. If you can't follow them, you ain't with it. Damn. All right. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else for us to talk about. I ain't dealing with no baby daddy because, listen, he comes over there tripping because y'all can't understand, because y'all can't come to a resolution or something. I'm going to come up with a resolution. Shit. Okay? You're going to let that man spend time with his kid. I don't give a shit what you want. What you want. Now you have now here comes now you will do what I say.
Damn. Oh, that's right.
You want to get a man back?
You're developing morality.
No, you're not.
What do you mean?
That ain't got nothing to do with morality.
Please.
No, it don't have a
man. I ain't
morality.
Listen. The connection that you
that's biological.
The connection that you develop with your mama
that's
and her
biological.
teachings.
That's food.
Biologically gonna come from the teachings, right? You're connected.
That's
with
biological.
So when she quit breastfeeding you, guess what she's doing? She's teaching you psychology. Pray before you do this. No. Say thank you. She's teaching you psychology. She's gonna teach you sociology.
Sir, that's been moved out of the home.
She's gonna teach you sociology. She can't talk outside the book. She cannot have a conversation away from the book.
No, demoralization, sir.
Man, we don't want to talk demoralization. Your mother and them teaching you right from wrong. What's in the house? She talking from the book because she was never raised in a house with a family. She don't know it.
What is
She don't know what it's like to be taught properly with a family. So she can't get it.
They ain't got no
She wasn't properly taught. We was all raised with love and nurture. She told us she would put out without the love and nurture. Homie, love conquers all what she talking. I swear.
I do want to get back to that. I want to get back to love and talking about love and love being the highest frequency, because that is where the discord is happening. Now
love and hate though. Y'all can't hate. Hate is a high frequency too now.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying is that because we know Priscilla has said that she does not believe men are capable of love. But if love is the highest frequency, shouldn't we all have access to that?
I used to want to pimp, and I used to call myself pimping. But boy, when I watched what a woman had to go through to give baby to a child, watch this. I would go raise my son to be a pimp. But boy, when I saw what a woman had to go through, that epidural needle, she had to push her back out. And nigga, I was hard on women for then. She had to push her back out. Not if you ask the women I know in real life. She had to push her back out. That needle about that long.
Ladies, do y'all have to get epidurals?
Oh yeah, you do. You have to, because.
Because the pain is too great. I have to have an epidural. Have to. Yeah. No, you don't have to. Endure the pain.
Baby gonna come out.
So you don't have to.
No, you don't have to. Endure the. No, ladies, all that pain with childbirth. No, enjoy the beauty of childbirth. It's beautiful. Remember?
Yeah. So you can brag. You were like, yes.
Yeah.
I went through all of this. When you get the epidural, we taking that away from you.
Exactly.
So again, let's have a conversation real quick, because we talked about all women not being the same earlier, right? Charleston said, you got some hoes on this side, you got some queens on the other side of the spectrum, and then you got, people in between. But I will agree all women are different.
Yeah.
But how different? Is a woman that had 3 children more valuable than a woman that only had 1? Is a woman that didn't have any epidural more valuable than a woman that did? Is an epidural necessary? Or is natural childbirth natural? Or is it like their hair, natural-ish? It was kind of natural, but I got that shot, or I got a C-section. No, that means you got help. So again, you're proclaiming this woman power. I could do something you can't do, but I don't even know if you can do it because you got an epidural. If you didn't get it, would you have been able to have it? If they didn't cut the side of your side open, would you have been able to push it out? So how much of a woman are you really, and how much kudos should I be giving you? How much respect should I be showing you? And how deep down this conversation do we actually go?
I still carried your baby for 9 months, Mr. He said, and you don't understand how terrible it was. My hormones are all over the place, and I had to get a cesarean because I couldn't give natural birth. I couldn't cut out of my vajayjay because I was too much of a coward to go through the kind of pain.
You sound like, real quick, you sound like a girl Kermit right now. You see a girl, it's stressing me out.
No, but I hear you, Mr. Harris. But I was right there with Mrs. Harris, and actually, is that the anesthesiologist or the epiduralist, whoever he was, he wasn't coming in our room, and she was like, "Where is he? Where is he?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he coming. Yeah, he coming." In my mind, he not coming.
Mr. He said, "Hey,
he's not coming."
Question: how did she respond when you told her that?
She said it felt like the biggest nut she ever had. It felt like having a nut and having a shit combined.
No, not that. When you finally told her that I kept the anesthesiologist, the anesthetist, because that's a prescribed nomenclature.
Thank you, sir.
Anesthetist. When she found out you kept the anesthetist out of the room from giving her an epidural to another man, what did she say? How was her response?
In hindsight, it was very appreciative because it showed.
You told her much later. Good man.
Smart. Oh yeah, absolutely. Again,
smart.
It was he's coming. He's coming. So she would bear down. She would hunker down. She would get her breaths going. And again, we got through to the end of it. And in hindsight, it was like, shit, I didn't need the drugs. I really didn't need it. And it really felt really good. It didn't hurt. It felt like taking a shit and busting a nut both at the same time. And the missus has a high threshold for pain and yada, 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 like most of the ladies will let you know. But she was very appreciative. And then she just had a full hysterectomy too. Had to go back. No drugs. None of the drugs they sent home from the pharmacy. No refills. Like, she smoked the hell out of my weed, though. She smoked on that pack, though. She smoked on that pack.
Imagine if you told her in the delivery room.
When she tells her doctors, they say, well, shit, I'm not going to tell you to go and take an opioid when you telling me all you doing is smoking a plant for some excruciating pain. I'm not going to tell you stop. That would be moronic. So again, being a huge advocate for yourself, doing your research and having your knowledge will be very advantageous, but let's keep it funky. A lot of y'all ain't having babies naturally. Just like y'all hair ain't naturally and y'all skin ain't naturally and y'all nails ain't naturally. But I see why. Because you used to not doing nothing naturally.
That's a fact. I have to, unfortunately, I have to give my son mother credit because she went, she went they had to actually, they ended up having to like give her some shots and like cut her because my son's head was big, super big. So yeah, but he came out and I just didn't want to freaking I didn't want to see my son all high like the babies be. So he came out, he was calm, he didn't cry, he was just looking around blinking like, what the fuck? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give her credit. She did that.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to your lady, man, for doing that. And
that's not my lady now.
No, not you. I was talking to him. Both of you, to your ladies for doing that. Now, back to Mr. He said, because I want to imagine had he told her while she was giving birth how tight her hands would have been firmly wrapped around his neck. You know? So, well, like I said, smart, man. You told her way later. It's smart.
Well, this is I can add to that because listen, this is a plan. We already had a freaking birth plan in place and everything. Okay. So when we got there, man, I probably needed. I think I kind of told this story before, but like my son ended up in NICU. It was like emergency shit. His stomach and his throat was detached and everything. So it was worried. They was talking about keeping her for weeks and shit. So. Man, the most disrespectful. I've never really been disrespected in person when I put my hands on somebody, not too many times. This little white bitch, this little white nurse bitch was so fucking disrespectful. My son mother is laying there. I'm right next to her, kind of like standing. But the situation was about the epidural. Did she want drugs? Did she want this? Or did she want that? And I told them, she told me to tell them because she ain't felt like it. She was focusing on, pushing the baby out and everything. This little white bitch fucking literally walked between me and my son mother and sat on the bed. And this is what the bitch said. She said, "You're not gonna let him control the situation, are you?" I was looking at her bitch like, "If you fucking retarded." I said, "If you don't get the fuck out of here." Like I turned into like Baltimore came. I said, "Man, bitch, get the fuck up out of here." Because not only her mom was there being disrespectful, so they were trying to really coerce her into getting it. And she was like, "No, I don't want it. I'm gonna just do it. I want to do what's right for the baby. He already fucked up and everything like that." So I couldn't even have that situation. I had spent most of my time defending her from them. They really wanted to put that stuff up in her, man. That was a lot, man. I went through a lot.
Indeed. I mean, it's always their agenda to have a lifetime customer, and not only from just one epidural shot, but it's just the confidence we give doctors, the confidence we give hospitals, the confidence, the allegiance we pledge to them to give us the correct information for our bodies, even if they're working off of limited information from us or lack of knowledge of our family histories. But we cannot not be our biggest advocates. We have to do the research, because I watched my wife have to do the research, because they're not going to look but so far. If they don't see anything, they won't continue unless you advocate for yourself and say, I'm not going to accept your answers. I'm not going to accept just, a pat on the back, a quick fix, a Band-Aid. Something's going on, and no one knows better than me. And until we're open, honest, humble enough to go to our doctors and be honest, but when we have conversations and they say the doctor asking you your body count is not a thing, when people are not honest with their doctors or their lawyers, is the only two people that you really need to be honest with. You pay them, y'all. They can't put you in jail, y'all. You can tell them the truth, y'all. They need the truth in order to get the right defense for you, for your body or your legalities. But a lot of people go in the doctor and disclose information, give half truths, and treat it just like their relationship. I tell them what I want.
Wow.
You already don't even know your daddy, so you can't give him any of his information. That is the most embarrassing time at my doctor. When he asked me about my family history and I can only tell him my mother had a stroke when she was 39. What else can you tell me? I don't know nothing else. My grandmother died from cervical cancer. We ain't know till she was pretty much done. She wasn't talking about cancer in her pussy. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? No one. I know it's not. But I'm just shock value right now. But this is the family history. This is the honesty, the humbleness. We don't come to each other with these conversations. Ain't no man walking up to you and say, yo, my wife just got a hysterectomy, man. I ain't smashed in a minute and I'm still paying the bills and I'm still taking care of the house and I'm still emotionally available and I'm still nurturing and I'm still getting my cookie. But they don't talk about us. These type of men don't exist. But like I said, world class, you know why? Because no man will ever sit next to them at 45 years old and watch them have 2 hysterectomies and still not skip a beat and love you unconditionally, unapologetically, unequivocally. And you ain't got no fat booty and no big titties. And I don't need all that shit. Because I need exactly what I got right now. 20-something years of walking, 20 more years to come, a bunch of fruitful, productive kids, a bunch of diplomas and certificates, a clean-ass house that smell good. Clean, nothing on the floor. Shit on the floor around here. Pictures on the wall, smell good. How the fuck can I not appreciate this woman for curating my home? But this is the shit y'all niggas act like y'all need for all the women in America to do it. I only needed one to do it for me. I don't know who y'all looking for. But if you is a true G like you say you is, or like how you be lying you is in these boxes, I think you could get one girl to jump on your motherfucking page and, you know, act accordingly, but not if you lying.
Yeah, man, Drew.
Yeah, no, I'm not lying about. Look, no, I'm not lying about shit. Listen to me. You got 2 kids. That's a hard sell. I'm not saying it's impossible, but that, ladies, for me personally, that's not going to be easy to sell me on. I can walk into a situation with you with 1 kid. Fair enough. Not skip a beat. No problem. 2 kids. Again, like Noble said, you got 2 baby daddies now. I got to deal with you.
Most of the time.
I gotta take care of you. I gotta take care of your 2 children while they're in my house, and I gotta deal with your 2 baby daddies.
Damn.
That's a lot.
Look at what you're asking me to do.
That's 5 niggas.
Right. Look at what you're asking me to do. And you expect me to just do that and be happy about it? Now, if you're curating my home, like you see what Mr. He said. You see what he gets from his lady. You better come with that. That's an absolute must.
Nigga.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying nothing less.
First of all, these available.
Less. Look at that.
But wait,
nothing
listen.
Less.
These available dames today, they only know how to do one of 2.
I'm just saying.
If they know how to clean, they don't know how to cook. If they know how to cook, they don't know how to clean. Damn. And if they know how to cook and clean, they don't know how to keep their hands to themselves.
Yeah, and
if they do know how to cook, clean, and keep their hands to themselves, all your business. They just there to rob you.
I'm just saying.
That's like 97% of them right now.
Because no, but here's the thing. I'm a man about mine. I'm gonna do do a man's job regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're doing your part, ladies, or not, I'm gonna do my part because that's just who I am. You ain't gotta worry about your car getting serviced, car getting washed, is there gas in it, bills being paid, grass cut, clean house. I'm gonna help you clean the house.
But they don't.
I like having clean surroundings. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Joe.
Date nights. I'm gonna do my part, Noble.
They don't want that.
Oh, well, there you go.
They don't. They want this drama, the story. They want the pity party story. That's what most of them want.
It does seem that way for a lot of these women out here. A lot of women seems like they want something to complain about.
Yeah, that's the only thing they know how to do. They was raised by females that complain all day. That's all they know. They want their turn to be the center of attention. They get something for nothing. When they go to the store or they go to the government and whine, they get stuff for free. They want something for nothing.
and then get online and say, "Oh, my life, I had to struggle." But how many good dudes you ran across though that you turned away?
And the grape story and the I got beat story all got him. All of them have that story. All of them. I'm tired of it. And then as soon as they tell you their little grape story or the abuse story, I'm not trying to be insensitive. Then because I told you, that means you gotta let me get away with a lot of fuck shit because I'm hurting them and I told you my trauma. Nah, bitch, that's not how that works. We're not playing these games. I'm not doing that. Not at my age. That's why I'm just cold with it because they will turn your empathy because your pleasure is already their weapon. That's just a standard chick will use your pleasure as their weapon. Then you're gonna use my empathy as a weapon against me, bitch. You're gonna be sad. I'll hurt your feelings. So it's like, yeah, I could leave here tonight, find something. Call one of them chicks that called me yesterday. I don't feel like starting over again in a year because I'm gonna cuss you out. Because they're gonna be talking like Shorty in the video. Because eventually it's not really the chick that you deal with, it's her fucking friends, bro. It's her friends, her girlfriends, and their envy. Mainly because those friends will see, damn, she got somebody that's good. She got that. And they will end up fucking trying to fuck me. They like these chicks will see that their friend or sister or cousin or mom or daughter has somebody that they love, and they be like, look, I don't got it, and I don't want you to have it because I don't have it. And niggas know what it is. They know I'm telling the truth.
Misery loves company.
Amen.
The doctor say don't move. I said, ooh, wait. I saw everything a woman had to go through. I'm finna show you how powerful the spirit is. The spirit supersedes all this. Righteousness, goodness. The baby come out. I didn't hear nothing. All of a sudden I heard that. Wah! Something inside of me changed instantly. I said, I'd never be like this toward women. Yes, ma'am.
That man been talking a lot about spirituality, spiritual things, God, religion. Y'all heard her say anything spiritual, anything holistic other than the book? The book.
It's the book. No, see, it's the book, Noble. I keep telling. See, you guys, you're not listening. Okay, it's because you're incapable of listening because you're incapable of love. If you read the book, Noble, you guys, he said if you would read the book, you would know these things. Okay, you would know that all the things that I'm up here talking about, I do as a man in relationships. Men don't do that, which means that I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, Mr. He said he doesn't take care of his woman because men don't do that. See, if you read the book, if you just read, it's all in the book.
It's all in the book.
Yeah.
He not lying though.
No. Mrs. She said is an abused woman.
Shit.
She's broken. She gets beat every day, and so every day she has to struggle and fight for everything she got every day because she doesn't have a man at home helping her and doing his part. And so she feels the need to bring him his food while he's online and make other niggas like me jealous. And want to cuss him out, okay, for having it that good.
Yeah, I gotta go cook.
I'm saying you're right. I gotta go cook personally.
Man,
like no bullshit. After we're doing this live, I literally have to go cook my meal tonight.
Y'all should see. I get up at 5 o'clock, maybe 5:15, and y'all should see how oppressed Mrs. Harris look when I'm walking out the door and she's laying in that bed, stretched out, all comfy. She looks so oppressed.
She is an oppressed woman. It's in the book, Noble.
Isn't that man controlling you? You can't make a decision by yourself.
Her. Right. Got that man controlling
you gotta wait for him. You gotta ask him what?
You gotta wait. He got him protecting you? Girl,
why he gotta know?
Right.
Why he gotta know for?
Exactly. Why you need him? You don't need him to protect you. Go buy a gun.
You wore that for him?
Yeah. That's it. You wore that for him. Why would you wear something for him? He don't deserve it.
He a grown ass man. Needed to worry about what he got on. Like,
exactly.
Shit all day.
He need to be worried about going to work and making some money.
I got one. Since when husbands be worrying about their wives and shit? That is what.
That's the craziest one right there, man. It's like
let the husbands address the husbands and the wives address the wives, please, sir.
Since always, it's like the stuff we hear, man, it's insane. Like you've heard me say this to you several times, Mr. Harris. You and your wife, y'all are a dope ass couple.
Thank you, man.
Like that, it is something that I think, in my opinion, like that's the kind of relationship I would love to have. I don't know what you like off camera. She might be going upside that head every single day. I don't know. But from what I see on camera, the camaraderie y'all have, you know what I'm saying? You see nothing but black love right there. It is something to behold and something to aspire to.
Yeah, that's my girl, man. She down for me, man.
Like man.
Mr. Harris, she walked up to me and seen something in me. And, you know, it's been history ever since. But like every coach that ever recruited me, you know, I played a little harder for them than the ones that I just walked up and got on the team. It was a little more appreciative that they sent a letter to my house, or this motherfucker came all the way to my house to ask my grandmother, can I play for his team? Like, that was admirable for me. So all I could do is solidify your choice, prove to you that you made the right choice. And,
yes.
You know, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, right.
Like,
and no, you'll see, Mr. He said, I see why your wife chose you. You're a simp. Why are you trying to prove something to her?
Yeah,
man. See, if you read the book, man, you'd understand that only a simp can get married, okay, to a woman who's dope like that. You know what I'm saying? You walking around here trying to prove to your wife that she made the right choice. You're trying to prove to her that you're man enough to maintain that marriage and do the things you're supposed to, like pay bills and shit and raise well-rounded children. Make sure your kids are educated, they're healthy, you know, and confident. You know, the kind of people that the government don't want you to raise because those people are who are difficult to control. Damn. Right? You're doing that kind of stuff there. See, simps do that, Noble. You know what I'm saying? See, Noble takes care of his son. He's a simp too.
That's a fact.
That's what I heard.
I can't get over this reaction. That's a fact.
Fuck.
He's a simp too, over there taking care of his son and shit.
You're not gonna be
raising a
anything
man.
other than a dingy ass idiot internet nigga in the manosphere is a simp.
Right. Raising a man. Can you believe this, Mr. He said, me and Tommy B got into a conversation with a guy the other night about why you guys go out and get haircuts? It was like, niggas, I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
To attract women. I mean, it attracts women when you get a haircut. So you do it. If you get a haircut to attract women, don't that make you a simp? I'm like, no.
That's crazy.
That was
right
crazy.
there.
And look, ask no, when next time you talk to Tommy B, ask him. It was the wildest thing. Then we got into like how he dresses. Like, I don't sag my pants because I don't want my pants falling off my ass. I might need to run. That's why I wear a belt to keep them around my waist. I don't know what's going to happen in 10 seconds.
I told you.
I don't want to have to pull my pants up first and then run. I've lost a quarter of a second there. I might get shot. No. And plus, I like the way it makes me look. I like the way it feels. I like to look nice when I walk out. So you doing this to attract women? Sometimes, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he's like, so if you're dressing nice to attract women, that's simp behavior. We're like, no, nigga. And this is why you don't get no pussy.
Listen.
If I want to catch sea bass, I will use the bait to catch bass.
Yes,
if I want to catch a swordfish, I will use the bait and the rod and the string to catch a swordfish.
I agree.
What kind of woman am I trying to attract here? A ghetto ass hood rat?
Listen.
10 different colors in the hair, long ass fingernails? Then I'll dress appropriately. But if I want a proper woman with class and with more than 2 brain cells to rub together.
This is your fault. I blame you and Tommy.
See?
Because I told y'all.
It's my fault.
I told y'all that these niggas is gay.
Yeah, right.
I told y'all that. These niggas is gay.
He blames me and Tommy.
I keep telling y'all these niggas is homosexual.
You're right. I'm just like, what are you talking? We like, that's not simp behavior. What are you talking about?
You trying to get women to be attracted to you? Are you serious?
I'm
serious.
Why would you do that, Mr. He said? Why would I dress appropriately to attract a woman?
Right.
Doesn't that make me see? If you read the book, fellas, see, the book tells you that only simps do get this kind of stuff, and women don't want simps.
These niggas don't got no book in this space. It's just go to go to the panel with niggas with titties.
Right. If you read the book, just read the book.
Gotta read the book. All right,
she got it right there on the video. Her book.
We got.
Yes, I know. It changed me to witness that.
what a woman had to go through. Yeah, I say bitch and hoe, but all women ain't women in our world. It's some hoes that get in your face and nigga. So no, you don't talk to her like no woman. You better not treat her like no woman. Amen. She gonna do you bad. We know this. Man, come on now. So we're not gonna act like all men is bad.
Let me say this then, because I do believe that we're talking about the same things but from different angles. So let me say this, Prince Ella. I don't know.
Before we say anything, ask him is he gonna let me talk? Because for the last 10 minutes,
Prince Ella talk,
right?
It's hard for me to hear wrong and be quiet.
Boom! Booyakasha! Wagwan.
I've been doing the best I can.
Wagwan.
I've been doing the best I can on these panels. It's hard for me to stay quiet when stupid shit.
Right. I told you earlier. I think it was here on in this show. I watched Noble go on these panels and beat people, and they didn't even know they lost. Yeah. Like a whole panel full of people. He one fell swoop. He carpet bombed every single one of them, and they didn't even realize they had lost. Now you have this guy Charleston White, who at any other time I say he blows right on them panels with the rest of them those idiots.
Yeah.
But today, I gotta say,
he's in rare form.
He is.
Never heard of
he is, man.
It's making me like him even less.
I'm just saying, right? Because I got.
You could have been doing this the whole time.
I've been agreeing with this nigga the whole time. Now I like him even less. Oh, see.
But let's get to her credentials. She's about to talk about her marriage, guys. She used to be married.
Okay, so let me say this while I got a little bit of time. He say all men ain't the same, right? Well, guess what? What's the name of my book? 41 Shades of Men, not one shade of men, 41. So that means it's 41 different types of men. I know all men ain't the same, but I do know the nature of goddamn testosterone. And I do know that the nature of a male is living in scarcity. It is conquering territory. That's the reason why he could say I love, but then turn around and say that's limited to the people I know. When you operate in love, that shit ain't limited because love is a flowing energy. It's a flowing. It's a flowing energy. They don't have no concept of love. Everything. And when I talk about love, guess what he keep going back to? Yeah, the king love, but he still fucked. Love ain't got a goddamn thing.
I've never disrespected my mother. I've never drunk in front of my mother because of the love I have from her. Man, listen, I'm not finna sit here and listen to no woman who don't have a man, wasn't raised by a man, to say a man ain't capable of love.
Did I tell you? I'm not emotionally reactive.
Listen.
We're emotionally reactive, guys.
My mother taught me that silence is a form of agreement. I'm not going to be silent when I know motherfucker wrong. I'm not going to, no. Emotionally reactive for nothing. Man, and lack of respect. When you wrong, you wrong. Man, you cannot make me believe. You can't make me believe Obama don't love his wife. You can't make me believe the men I see who sacrifice everything that a man want to be committed in these relationships. Go in the house. You can't make me believe they don't love their woman.
I'm not trying to make you believe that.
See us saying that men are incapable.
Listen, and guess what?
Man, listen. Man, listen, I kick your ass as my woman and love you while I'm kicking you in your ass.
Y'all see what I'm talking about?
Because you hit your kid and say I do this because I love you.
I don't whip my child. I don't hit my child.
I'm not saying you, but there's plenty of women do it.
But I'm the one that's saying men can.
Hold on. Yeah, let's hold. Hey, there we go. Hey, bitch. I say this all the time, bro. This is how you know you're talking to a demon. Every single solitary time it's coming up that a man is hitting a female. A man shouldn't hit a female. They know that. But when you talk about these mothers beating up a child, which you proportionally are way bigger than a fucking child, especially a toddler and an infant. The first thing you see these little goofy chicks do is make sure they say, ma'am, I just talked about a child being beat, and what you came up with was protecting your motherfucking self. I mean, at your core, you're selfish. At your core, you're selfish. So everything you've probably been saying prior to that has been selfish shit and disingenuous at best. How is it How is it as a so-called mother, the ones that she's right now proving, the woman that's so capable of love, your instinct, the first thing you say is to protect yourself and not protect the child. Not even getting to the obvious contradictions. That it's okay for you to fuck up a child, you piece of shit wench. You can fuck a child up, beat the shit out of them. Do to a child what you don't want done to you. You don't open your motherfucking mouth, but you'll sit your goofy, stupid ass on the fucking internet, running your motherfucking mouth about men, but you're a fucking child killer and a child abuser, trafficker, etc., etc., etc. It irritates my soul. All of this stuff that they talk about men, black mothers aren't capable of love. We know that by the number of 649 child deletions a day. We know that by the 24,116,000 children you killed since 1973. You don't got that number for thugs shooting guns. You incapable of love. The abuse and neglect numbers, which is at 85% from birth to 18 years old. The stat for child self-deletion from 1991 to 2007 increased by 70%. Meaning these children are trying to take themselves out being around you. So if you were going to make the case, you should have made the case that you don't love, that black mothers specifically don't have the capacity to love, but we're going to do that at all. Because you take people's lives and children's lives more than anything. I think that's the most heartless person, which is the person that would take a child's life as the lowest creature in existence, and you're the number one contender.
You really need to adjust your attitude. For questions or complaints, please contact the manufacturer.
What's wrong with you, Jess? Hilarious.
No, I don't care, because we need to stop coddling women. You see, Ebony said stop coddling men. We need to stop coddling as a woman. We need to stop coddling these women when they are they fall so deep in delusion, and then they try to play it on, faith in God. Oh no, my marriage. You're supposed to work at your marriage. You're not supposed to walk away from your husband. God don't want us to be delusionally stupid either.
Your ass is my woman and love you while I'm kicking you in your ass.
Y'all see what I'm talking about?
Because you whoop your kid and say I do this because I love you.
I don't whoop my child. I don't hit my child.
I'm not saying you, but there's plenty of women do it.
But I'm the one that's saying men are incapable of love. So you got to put that on me, because I'm not the one hitting. I don't hit my child.
You can't.
Just like he said, gave her an opportunity to address it. She wanted the onus on her. Let's not talk about the kids that get hurt. Keep that on me. I'm the one that's talking to you, Charleston. I'm the one that said it. So put that on me. But he just alluded to a lot of children that are hurt by the hands of their nurturing, maternal, loving, quality mother.
You can't tell my wife I don't love her.
My audience is women, so I don't care what men think. So he ain't got to believe it.
Because
as long as y'all,
my audience is a bunch of crazy motherfucking niggas.
That's
saying I'm telling
and
niggas,
I don't reason with men.
Learn to rate white bitches, nigga.
And I don't.
I'm raising up niggas for a revolution. She raising up some niggas to fight bitches. I'm raising you up to think about that white man, nigga. And then do to them what they done to us. All the rest of this is bullshit. This don't get us no banks. This don't get us no economic development. This what poor motherfuckers talk about.
Exactly what I
said.
said.
This what poor motherfuckers talk about. Because men have to focus. Men have to focus on a legacy. And your legacy, nigga, is about what you can build and develop and conquer, because God gave you dominance on earth. He didn't give it to the woman. He didn't give it to the woman. He didn't give it to the woman. God never even spoke to the woman.
Listen,
he don't give a damn what a woman got to say.
He ain't saying nothing more than what I already told y'all. It's all in the book. Everything.
Don't read the book. No. Talk to the men in your life. Look at your father. Look at your grandfather. Don't read no book.
He confirming it, y'all.
Let the life of your father be the book.
Everything he says is
don't
in the
read
book.
That book.
Yeah.
Look at the man. Study the man. Your coach, your school teacher, whatever man that was in your life, study them as the book.
41 Shades of Men. They can't do it. Everything that came out of his mouth is written in this book. They can't do it. He confirmed it. And that's why you just let him talk.
Listen
to
y'all
him.
listen to a woman with no man. Ladies, y'all know that man love you based on what he do and what he say and his actions and inaction. She ain't never had a man.
All right.
Oh,
So no
yeah.
wonder
All
man
right,
love.
He don't know I was
She
married.
ain't never had a man.
Oh, he don't know I
taking
was
the
married.
reins. All right,
Yeah.
let's okay.
Oh, he
I
ain't
see
know I was married.
we must agree.
He didn't know that. He didn't know that.
Okay, Princella was married. All right, so let's
No,
go
I ain't
ahead.
saying whatever.
I think we should change.
She ain't got a man now, dude. How long ago was she married?
Princella, would
You can
like
talk to me.
How long
about
ago was
this?
she married to a man?
You want to talk about this?
To a man. What?
All right, well, Chelsea,
I want the answer.
Even Charleston said to a man. The lie detector determined what woman said was a lie.
you gonna let her respond?
Hold on.
Okay, let's let her respond.
What I respond? I'm trying to get her
Okay,
response.
let's let her respond. Let's let her respond, Charleston.
Okay, what's the actual question? One at a time.
Shit.
How long ago was you married to a man?
I got married in 2017 and I'm still legally married.
Oh,
Right. And me and my child's father co-parent. Really.
Shit.
Okay, so she got married years ago and she's still legally married, and her child's father co-parent. So those sound like two different men right there.
Okay, so 6 years ago,
Okay.
6 years ago, she was married to a dude.
Hmm.
I mean, just watching her and listening to her, no wonder she's divorced.
I mean, and it makes sense of what you guys said, because you guys said after 2 men or so, you start to look towards women because you kind of exasperate your options.
Absolutely. I know this. I know this shit, bro. I'm telling you, I need to write a book because this shit is gonna be like I write it. I mean, it's
okay, Charles.
Do he love you?
Actually, I wrote the book after the last person I dealt with, which was a millionaire man. It wasn't.
I wanted to ask about.
Oh, the millionaire was just horny.
Married to a man, ex-boyfriend after the husband, and then millionaire boyfriend. So that's 3 men. We getting closer to 41 though.
Oh, no. Ask about that, yeah. Because after my ex, because my ex ain't the one that caused me to write the book. What caused me to write the book was after I dated a millionaire after him, right? The millionaire man who I worked for was in competition with me. Now I'm working for you. You making money, but you jealous and insecure because I know the industry that you work in, right? I know.
It's coming out, guys. I'm listening.
Right, let her get it out now.
Let me tell you something.
Let's get it out.
Experience, because here's the thing: experience in life is what you need to be able to say anything. So not only do I.
Wait, so is experience not her book? I thought it was the book. I thought it was all in the book. Now it's experience.
That's experience, yeah. See, yeah. He was in competition with me. No, you're probably overstepping your boundaries. And this man, he got on this dude's nerves. And not to mention you was fucking him too.
He was in competition with her, but fast forward however much time, she's the one fucking pussy like him.
Yeah, and she was banging him too. See, she's greedy. She wanted all of it. She wants peen when she wants it. She wants for JJ when she wants it. You know, she wants to munch carpet.
Told you.
You know,
interchangeable. They are interchangeable.
Yeah. She wants to jump on that pogo stick as well. So, I mean, you know, this lady's just confused. No wonder she keeps going to the book. She's still a woman, so she still needs
have
guidance.
experience with me.
2 men she just named, not 41.
Hold on.
Oh.
She named 2 men, not 41.
Hold on. I worked around men. You
never slept with them though.
Hold on.
Didn't live with them.
She about to get on her security now and tell us about all the emails she get.
I went to the store. It was women there. I know all of them.
Right. I went to the grocery store today.
I got a cousin that got a dog. That's a girl.
I seen this one lady on this commercial.
Yeah, I was at the grocery store earlier today, fellas. Buying some vegetables and whatnot. I saw a bunch of ladies in there. I know every single one.
Yo, you're an expert.
Right, I'm an expert now. I'm an expert now, man. I was in a grocery store.
Write a book.
Working and living is 2 different things.
Hold on. Can we?
She never slept in bed with them to judge these men. Compare all us to these 2 men.
So, are we gonna talk, or we gonna be in emotionalism? Because I
ain't in no emotionalism.
Yeah,
at this point, I done already heard what I heard. I got a woman saying to all these men.
Oh, I'm not talking to men. I'm talking to women. Y'all see it yourself.
Listen, so she just told me, well, you're a leader and you got this platform and you telling men to rape Yeah, and you over here telling women that we don't love. So let's just keep talking on our platform and leave this shit alone.
Now we're at the point that you alluded to, Mr. Harris. We did all of this talking and watching for you to go back to telling women men can't love. You go back to telling people to rape white children, and we just leave now.
Yeah, they belong on Fight Club.
I told you. Any other given night, Charleston White, he needs to be on Fight Club arguing with those dummies.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Any other time, but I wouldn't know. But this makes me dislike these women even more. They're forcing me to agree with Charleston White.
Yeah.
They're forcing me to agree with Charleston White, man.
You got a lot of channels that this could work on, and this was dumb.
Yes, very.
Pretty dumb.
It don't make no.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Good. That's it. I'm finished. I don't like her hat. There's a lot of stuff on there I don't like.
We can do that. It don't make no sense no more. Because I watch black. I'm sure that man love his mama. I'm sure he love his sister. I'm sure man. How can you have
what is love? Define love, Charleston. Define love.
I can't define his love.
I thought so.
I can't define his love.
No.
Because there's no blanket for love. This is my definition of love. Okay. Love is not what you can give. It's about what you can take. Our mothers took a lot. It ain't about what you can give. It's about what you can take.
He's passionate. Love's about what you can take.
You get the flap his little arms, and their eye don't move. It's fucking distracts the shit out of it.
But what you can take.
How much you endure? You're saying how much you endure?
Don't y'all put nothing on it but what I said. You figure it out. Because each person has to define love according to their life experiences, not what I'm saying.
Okay, so all right. So here's the thing. Let me tell y'all something. Let me make it real quick. Everything in life has a structure and an organization to it. Everything. Your business, a cell, the galaxy, everything got a structure to it.
You think black women got a structure and organization? Yeah, that motherfucking shirt don't got no organization.
Shirt structure down is what we want to ask. Put that food away before you put somebody's eye out.
And the only thing in the world that ain't got no structure is love. Let me tell you, it do. I got a workshop that I do 6 hours. Love, men, and manipulation decoded. Register for that.
That girl got everything popping. She's selling everything. I'm convinced.
Like, man, she was begging the boss to just, and now to her credit, that is one way to achieve upward mobility. Okay, so now that we know what kind of woman she is, because here's the thing, I've never had sex with a woman that I work with, ever.
Okay.
It's one of those things where I'm just not doing that. I know most people meet at work and whatnot, but no, because I know if things go south, what could the possibilities of things that can go wrong for me in that setting.
Could your girl work for you?
Can my girl work for me? She can. If she's my lady, yeah, she can come work for me. She can come and work for me. But come on, man. I can't own a business, hire a bunch of people, then one of the chicks that work for me, then I start dating her. That's a sexual harassment suit just waiting to happen.
Okay. So y'all seen her about to advertise her Patreon or whatever the fuck that was after our spot. I'm about to share another screen with y'all. Check this out.
So the idea that a queen can't be a queen unless she has a king is false.
If you keep listening, you are going to end up dating women. And because I date women, I must be brainwashed. I absolutely do date women. And I ain't ashamed of that. If after they learn all that I teach them, I am pushing them there. If you keep listening, you gonna end up dating women.
So the idea that a queen can't be a queen unless she has a king is false.
If you keep listening, you are going to end up dating women. And because I date women, I must be brainwashed. I absolutely do date women. And I ain't ashamed of that. If after they learn all that I teach them, I am pushing them there. If you keep listening, you gonna end up dating women.
So she got trans aggression. That's what that is. You can't be a real boy.
Pinocchio syndrome.
Right.
Damn. How coincidental that, you know, we get that information and, you know, again, let's check her out and double down.
Everything that Charleston was saying, Charleston never looked at my stuff. He never looked at my stuff. And he admitted he never saw it. He don't know that everything that came out of his mouth, he don't know that everything that came out of his mouth, I literally talk about, I teach. You want to know why men get, I want y'all to understand, do y'all know why men get so antsy and angry when I say men are incapable of love? Because y'all saw that. Y'all saw that when I said men are incapable of love, he flipped. All these dudes flip. Why? You ever ask yourself why they flip when I say they incapable of love? Because that's their motherfucking power card. That's the only card that they got in hopes that you will freely give up all of your motherfucking goods with the hope to get love out of them, because they say a man choose the right person that he gonna love, and your self-esteem is so fucking low that you want validation. You want to feel like you're the only one that he loves, right? So you're willing to go into competition. That love card puts you in competition with other people, other women. That love card makes you jump through hoops to try to give him everything to prove that you're worthy of this special love or this scarce love that only a certain woman can get. By me telling y'all that men are not capable of love, they lose all power. If you ever find that truth out, if you knew concretely what love is and what it ain't, he wouldn't even let me ask him a question when it came to love. He did not want to talk about that. He ran. Listen to me. The whole show ended because he did not want to talk about the depths of love. All he wanted to say was men are capable. I'm telling you, these dudes lose their shit, right? With me saying they incapable of love. See, other people can go out there and repeat that shit.
Is that the same woman? Honestly,
Same.
Yes. Yes,
Same woman.
Why does she look so different? She actually doesn't look half bad there.
He is fucking crazy.
But she's the
Same.
same.
Literally saying nothing. Like,
but you know, it brought me to this topic, man. Where's the love? Because, you know, if men aren't capable of love, are women capable of love?
Why has the world said that women have love when women don't have it?
What is that now?
Why have the world promoted a woman's love when a woman's love is not real love, it's hate?
What makes you feel as though that the woman love is hate?
Because if you notice, a mama's love would kill you. It's up and down. It's based on how you make her feel. If she likes you as long as you're catering to her, and when you don't cater, she hates you. She want to control you, right? It's up and down, and that's what hatred is. It's all emotional, and it's based on how you make me feel, what you do for me. And if you don't, like a mama, for example, a mother could be jealous of her son's wife.
I hate everybody now.
He was
Jesse Lee Peterson made sense.
He ain't on.
Jesse Lee Peterson made sense. I hate everybody now. I hate you too, Mr. Sid.
Provoking conversation, man. Let's, it's puzzling because I think we can love. I think just being humans, we can love. I see you guys exercise and exhibit love even electronically. The conversations we have, the sharing we do, Noble, the sharing, Mr. Harris, the sharing. We've watched relationships in front of us, and I think we love. It might not be the way people want, might not be how they do it, might not be ideal or utopian, but love nonetheless. What you guys think?
About what? Do men love? That's obvious. Yes, men love. Yes, we're capable of love. I mean, I think that woman's saying all that just to sell a book, and she's trying to cater. She's marketing is what she's doing by saying that. She's trying to sell that book to women who have been hurt, women who may be damaged or down and out and depressed, and they're just looking for answers, right? And what most people like, what most people lean to are answers that agree with the ideas they have in their head. Most people do, you know what I mean? It validates what they're assuming. And Dr. Nakumbi keeps saying, Mandrill, what is love? Like, Doc, I tell you, listen, I'm still learning about emotions myself, man. I'm not qualified to answer that question. I can't tell you what love is. I can tell you it's an emotion, it's a feeling, it's a good feeling. That's about all I can do, apart from tell you how people behave when they're in love, or how I would behave while I'm in love. You know what I mean? Or if I love someone. But what is it exactly?
I know.
I don't know.
World class. What is love? Baby,
love
don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me no more.
It's a noun.
Please, baby.
From Old English, lufu, feeling of love, romantic sexual attraction, affection, friendliness, the love of God, love as an abstraction or personification from Proto-Germanic lubu. And I read that like that because it needs to start and stop there. Everything that we're talking about, I don't care if they're professional or not, about love is fake. It has nothing to do with reality. People's, like they say, you can't make a second first impression. So we've got this concept of love from a commercial standpoint and a commercial standpoint only. Anything outside of the etymology I just read is fake. It is you coming up, walking up to the line or the counter saying, this is how I want my steak, or this is how I want my food. And we put too much, and this is out of love's sake. If you even cared about love, you would stop putting and burdening love with responsibilities that it has no business dealing with. Love is not here to fix all of these things. It goes on later to say, and I always go down to the pa root is pre-Indo-European. It's spelled, actually I'll put it in the chat. It's spelled L-E-U-B-H. It means to care, desire. To care or desire. It's just that simple. It's not all this grandiose end all be all, love is the highest frequency. That is a lie. That is not true at all. It never was true. That's scientifically proven to never be true. When you go through and you look at any religion, love is not even in Genesis 1. It's not even there. So God didn't even put, his foundation is not love. His foundation was thought. So my mindset and how I explained it on my channel plenty of times. Love is for babies and new things. Because it exists as and that was the line I read. It exists as an element to develop something from to the point where it can be self-sustaining. That's its purpose. That's what it's there for babies and new things. A relationship is new, right? Or a new relationship needs love because you don't know her, she don't know you. You have to be caring. You have to care. You have to care about what has happened to her. You got to care about what's going on. You have to care about, if you're accepting children or not. You have to care. So it needs something new. A baby that's new can't fend for himself. He's dependent. She's dependent. She needs you to care. And that's what love is for. And there's a point where you don't need love anymore. You need another lover. Euphoria is greater than love. Bliss is greater than love. Harmony is greater than love. a lot of things greater than love at a higher frequency that's much more sufficient, that's much more nurturing than this abuse that we put on love. It would make men not like love because it's only given to us from this commercial standpoint. And that's the only thing I can say it that really I can say to it that is causing this misunderstanding. We have these false definitions of love that we want to put on love and burden love with, that it can't hold that type of weight. And it never was able to hold that type of weight, and it never will. Love is just a sales word that they use to manipulate people to go, oh, I can choose and have things the way I want to have them. And that's all it is. It's just a little word to say I can do whatever I want. It almost means special. And it doesn't. It's not there for special. It's a standard of living. That's why in reverse, you get the word evolve. Words mean something. They can't mean what you want them to mean just because you feel like it. Love is older than, think about it now. Love is older than everything breathing right now. That word is older than everybody breathing right now. So you can't flip it into what you want it to be just because it's convenient to your feelings. And I'm saying it and putting this much emphasis on it because this word, this 4-letter word, causes so much pain. It destroys so many households and so many relationships because we want to put a fake definition on it and burden it. Like a mom says, it's too much on me. This is too much on me. Love can't deal with it. All of this fake stuff by itself. It needs help. And the other word that's in it, care, you'll watch it. This is what's crazy. We love so much, but we'll be the same people to say I don't care. In the damn definition, in the etymology, the denotative meaning of love is the word care. So what are you saying?
Mm-hmm.
Do you love or not? Because if you love and love is that important, you can't not care. So I just, amen.
I agree wholeheartedly. Again, you guys hear what I think my definition is. Again, and maybe it can answer Dr. Nakumbe's question. Just the consideration, man. That's the point she is making. Then how can you love a woman in the way she needs or wants? Yep. And which one of those words is a woman looking for? So again, I think that consideration, paying attention to said woman, paying attention to, like, this woman is very big on competition. She doesn't want to be in competition with her man. And that transcended into her business world. It sounds like where she got her whole premise and started her trajectory, and her end goal is to create this new dating pool of, confident women that understand men are incapable of love. So we should go ahead and love each other and start this Amazonian sisterhood that Al Bundy was talking about. No, ma'am. The National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood. He was ahead of his time. Dub Will is ahead of his time too. He said, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
No more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Yeah. Good song. Exactly. The definition is one thing. The actual act and or behavior is different. I've never said to anyone, I have a deep, ineffable feeling for you. And if we don't understand that behavior, then how can we give to another? Speak to her soul. That is nothing to do with love. Speak to her psyche. That is not the same as baby with a bow and arrow. That would be Cupid. Shout out to Cupid. I hear you. Great points, man. Fellas, thank y'all for coming out and hanging out with me. It was a pleasure.
No problem. Appreciate you.
And I wasn't here for a little bit. Had to put one of my friends in the ground, and amongst all of the rest of the stuff that I'm dealing with on the home front, to put one of my nearest and dearest friends in the ground because his heart just decided to stop.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no indication, no forewarning. Very, knowledgeable guy, but one of the good guys. And this is why all of these cliches, hit so hard. The good die young and gone too soon, because it's so true. But I honored him. I paid respect. I was very respectful and pleasant. I was a pallbearer. I was one of the only, if not the only, to say some words, but I'm always expected to say words because, you know, of the whole, you know, music thing and all of that. But one of my good guys, man, like we lost a good one, y'all, a good father. He was dedicated to his son. He was dedicated to his family. And he went home every night after work. It wasn't go outside, hang out, act like he 20 when he's really 50. He wasn't that guy. And to put him in the ground, to see him go, to see how many people loved him, to see his girl standing there, to see his son standing there, to see all the women he slept with. I went to college with this man, so I knew a lot of people intimately. And to see that woman remain so stoic, to remain so mature, to remain so in her zen when all of these people were coming up, she don't know specifically, especially as intimately as me, but nonetheless, she know. We grown. And that woman behaved professionally, admirably. And, you know, again, we put one of my guys in the ground, man. So rest in peace, Loca, man. D-May, I miss you. I love you. 2 L's up for you. And I'm going to keep on talking the way I talk, man. And I ain't never going to stop. And, you know, you the one that really started the whole shit by signing that contract, putting me with your stepfather. And we started making music. So I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate y'all fellas, man. Y'all are some good fellas. Y'all help me in my walk. And I will never, you know, not tell y'all, never not express the admiration, adoration, and the love that I got for y'all, even if it's electronic. So good looking, man. Y'all give up some final words. I'm going to give y'all a solo screen. Let's go with Mr. World Class. It's on you, my brother. Ooh, Mr. Best is going in. Who he's screaming at?
Oh, okay. I know. I was like, I got no browser open. Appreciate it, man. It was an awesome show. Appreciate the real content that's needed in this space. Shout out to Mrs. C said. Everybody came from the chat. Everybody came from my channel.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for streaming, man, and bringing them amazing people over. Dub Will.
Yeah, my big little sister, Kate Lavelle. Appreciate you coming through too. I know Bay, everybody. Yeah, man, this is it's always good to kind of hit these topics. Just I don't even know if you call it a gender war. Just I don't even care about none of that stuff. I just look at addressing these inaccuracies adequately. You know, speaking up. You know, that's the least we can do. Speak up and with integrity. So I definitely appreciate the topics. I appreciate the integrity that you bring to these conversations, the intelligence you bring to these conversations. Being the represents you and your wife proved that this space is full of shit because you are exactly what they claim they want and they're not here. But I'm not gonna say no other content creator have a dumb conversation. They're there 400 in the chat, whatever. So and y'all let me know that I ain't crazy. I knew that these niggas were about shit.
We feel the same way. We talk about it. We talk about it. It's nothing that we can control, but you know, we just push the information out, and hopefully, when someone listens, maybe they'll listen more.
So I definitely, man, you know, my circle definitely will be here. They not just the channel, but you know, they've came through this live, and I'm pretty sure they're from New York too. So they're, I think Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken. So they're, you know, they're definitely married as well, and we promote families. I'm not team monogamy, but I don't give a shit. If somebody, y'all have the monogamy family household, that's all I support. You know, I support families and tribes. We say more so, and because we need everybody to be on the same page. Because my ultimate goal is these children need a better opportunity than we had. And not that ours wasn't good, because I think we've had it pretty good. You know, like you're dealing with losses, but you know, we had time to with these same people. You know what I'm saying? That laughs and jokes and tears and games where our ancestors didn't have not one weekend like we have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to shit on the opportunities that we do have, but just want to put them in position for the next generation to live the way that we know we supposed to be living and operating at that extremely high level. So I appreciate what you've been doing. It's his contribution is needed. And, guys of high quality like Nendrell and Tommy B and all of them. That's gonna be. I appreciate hopping up on the panel and talking with them and talking with you guys.
Even though my light skin.
Yeah, man. I look. You gotta look over it because they can mess up your cornea. You look at them too long. They say, "Oh, let your hat."
Yeah, that's what I read.
Real quick, light skinned people look like Vaseline. I gotta get my quota in every time. There you go.
My light skin glasses down.
Yeah.
No, say he read it. It's in the book.
It's in the book.
You read it. It's in the book. Yo, appreciate you, man. World class. Y'all go over there. Hit the subscribe button. I think he said it's only 2 classes. You can finish it. I'll start
hey,
it.
Hey, man. It ain't. But you know what I say. It ain't but 2 classes on this planet. Never been 3. You either world class or you outclass. And the question is not which class do you want to live in. The question is which class are the ones coming behind you deserve for you to die. And on your feet, on your knees. Respect the craft. No.
My guy. Always a freaking pleasure. Mr. Harris.
Yes, sir. Okay.
One of the best last names in the whole business.
Absolutely.
Talk to me, sir.
Well, regarding the video, I don't know, people. I mean, just don't listen to that. Men can't love. That's ridiculous. Okay? It's absolutely ridiculous and false. Okay? These are people who deserve to be on a dust panel. And anytime someone forces you to agree with somewhere in the 90th percentile of what Charleston White says.
White? He's right.
No. And then she doesn't know if she wants to be with men or women, and then she slept with a boss. And where's this woman's integrity? She got married in 2017. She got married to a guy in 2017. It's 2023. She's still legally married. She's already admitted to sleeping with 2 other men and women as well. While she's still legally married.
Yes, indeed.
So this is a woman who's a poor character, doesn't have a business because she ain't getting a divorce. Okay. She's not very stable, not very smart, not business savvy.
Damn.
Should we be listening to her? And she wrote a book because she studied men. Somewhere after 2017, because remember, she slept with a couple of men and a woman after she was married in 2017, and so she studied men in like a year and a half. All right, I mean, in a year and a half. I mean, and she wrote a book about it.
Wait, is that her in the back chat? I think that's
Where
her.
the fuck you get off talking to people about me behind my back going over my head?
What people?
What people would you think I wasn't going to find out?
I don't come on, let me on any panel you want to, ma'am. Please do.
Mr. Harris, where can they find you at, sir? You
can find me on the Black Man Unfiltered Network. I do every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can also find me coming up here pretty soon. It's going to be this week. I'm gonna start this week. I'm gonna do a special live stream on my channel called The Big Picture.
Yes.
I can put the link in the chat if you like. And there you go.
Oh, please do.
There you go. The Big Picture 211. That's it. The Big Picture 211, 211. Yeah, you can find me there. But
type hashtag Cerebro in the chat and it'll drop your link for you.
Okay. Hashtag Cerebro.
Absolutely. Anytime you want, sir. Open invitation.
Okay, no problem.
Open and
absolutely. I want to thank. Shout out to you again, you and your lady. Like I said, it ain't even what y'all do for one another. It's the bond that y'all have. It's visible. It is that palpable to see the connection that you two have. That's what I'm aspiring to have with someone else.
Appreciate it. Yes, a woman. A beautiful.
Yeah. You're right. A beautiful woman. Okay. That's the thing that's so admirable about you and your lady's relationship, man. It's like you two have imprinted on each other, and that bond is inseparable. That's the thing to aspire to. It really is. It really is inspiring. It is. It's
Appreciate
something
that, man. Appreciate those.
If I was one of
words.
those people on the lowest of the low, I look at that and like I look at you two as like, oh, there's still hope.
It is. We believe that there is. Again, if you're looking for one person, I believe it's possible. So we appreciate the kind words, man. We appreciate you over here and chopping it up with us, and giving me a little bit of validity to this platform, to my channel. Like you guys said, a lot of people don't frequent over here. I don't know if it's my tone, rhetoric, course of action, subject matter, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep putting out this work, though, because when I made music, the one thing that we agreed on is that we got to make good music. The packaging is going to be the packaging, dressing and the way we carry ourselves is one thing. But when people open up that package and they put that CD on and they press, we got to have some good product in order for him to continue to keep coming back. So I'm going to do the same thing with this channel. I'm going to continue to keep putting out these shows that spark my thought, that are near and dear to my heart, and continue to share with y'all and leave this video documentary for little Madison. So, it is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through and hanging out with me. It was Cerebro Saturday. I am one half of He Said, She Said, Love and Abundance. I am Mr. He Said, not the one from the color purple, but you can call me Mr. There's nothing wrong with that, but I am not Sheed. Shout out to Sheed, we here. So y'all do something good for somebody other than yourself. Have a great weekend, and love up on somebody, because that's what it's about. Peace.
Everything in creation and in physical form has its own fundamental resonant frequencies.
Come and have a good time with G.O.D. Come and have a good time with G.O.D.
Physical form has its own fundamental resonant frequencies.